Okay, yo, what is a public के हाल चाल के हाल चाल कैसे कैसे हो
If you're not sure what to
let's
do next,
see what
how
is
about I
this
take you on a walk?
fan art contest Chiori fan art contest yeah let's see ये कौन सा आया आई गेस उसका आया क्या डेली चेक इन एंड भाई अरे वाह बढ़िया वैसे भी हम ग्राइंडिंग कर ही रहे काम हो गया यार ये बढ़िया वाला ये तो लेट मी चेक ये कब होएगा रीसेट होएगा अभी 6 दिन के बाद एक इस हफ्ते के बाद ठीक है ना तो एक काम करते हैं फिर बढ़िया से कर लेते हैं ग्राइंडिंग जो भी कर रहे हैं है ना देख लूँ ज़रा मैं ये तो अपना हो चुका है ना बस इसके लिए ये फार्म करने हैं वो कर लेंगे और पार्टी सेटअप देख लेते हैं क्या सीन है क्या नहीं है पल 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 हर पल Casey could take a pull, hard pull. Yeah, I have to clean all this thing, man. It feels like it. Okay, whatever. Let's see. ये कर लेते आज का हुआ है ये एंड ये होगा एक दिन बाद तो एक दिन बाद ही करते हैं सारा का सारा एक साथ है ना सबसे पहले डेली ख़त्म कर लेते एंड डेली ख़त्म करो चलो और आज कौन सा दिन है आज मंडे है क्या यस आज मंडे है लेट्स सी मंडे को कौन सा डोमेन अवेलेबल है देखते हैं कैसे बताए तुम्हें
Dare to mess with me? Rain outlines your fate.
कैरेक्टर स्वैप नहीं हो रहे ओके वाओ
Have fun with this gift. Everybody stand back.
Wretched vermin.
बैम अबे यार ये शील्ड बीच में आ गई इसकी
Search for it.
ठीक है यार नॉट बैड एट ऑल
Too slow.
है ना बस वही है कि आर्टिफैक्ट फार्म करो भाई अबे देखते हैं यार मेरे को ना लाइक खाली करना है थोड़ा आर्टिफैक्ट जगह कर देते हैं थोड़ी बहुत ये क्या है फिर से फूड डिलीवरी आई हेट दिस क्वेस्ट मेरे ख्याल से यहाँ से अचीवमेंट निकाल ली हमने अरे भाई क्वेस्ट कर लो डेली पे टाइम पास करने के बदले आई मीन यार आदत पड़ चुका है ना मज़ा आता है बाकी क्वेस्ट करते हैं आज एक स्टोरी क्वेस्ट ख़त्म करते हैं किसी कैरेक्टर की बाकी रही बात I'm getting a bit confused.
Quit following me.
ये
Too late for regrets.
Squall and fury. Search for it.
ये क्या बात हुई?
Let me weave you a verse. I'm going in.
Unsightly insects.
वाओ, ए मजा आता है यार इसका बॉस यूज करने में ना, जो मजा आता है। हाँ 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 हाँ। अबे हाँ, अरे मेरे को ना काफी कुछ फार्म करना है, यू नो। ये एक और है, इमरजेंसी समथिंग समथिंग। फूड डिलीवरी करते हैं लास्ट में। अबे आदत पड़ चुका है पहले से, लाइक सबसे पहले डेली क्वेस्ट करो, देन अपने रैजन ख़त्म करो, यू नो, जो भी बॉस डोमेन है वो ख़त्म करो, एक्स्ट्रा कुछ बचा है तो आर्टिफैक्ट फार्म करो, या फिर जो भी मटेरियल जो भी चीज़ें चाहिए, जिस भी एनिमीज़ को मारना है तो उनको जाके मारो।
Difference between snow and rain.
लाइक पहले से एक रूटीन सेट होता था कि भाई अपने को ट्रेजर होल्डर्स चाहिए तो एक रूटीन उसका करेंगे, ट्रेजर होल्डर्स मारेंगे। नाइस। अभी मेरे को ट्रेजर होल्डर्स चाहिए, देन अरे काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें चाहिए यार, यू नो। फिर से वो चालू करना पड़ेगा। अभी वो लोटस फार्म करने हैं नाइदा के लिए, नाइदा को लेवल अप करेंगे अब। अबे हाँ, एक बढ़िया सा मेरे को हाइपर ब्लूम का वो बताओ यार, टीम बताओ। हाइपर ब्लूम के अंदर क्या क्या यूज़ कर सकता हूँ मैं? हाँ, बेसिकली सोच तो मैं ये रहा हूँ कि नाइदा यूज़ करूँ या एमी को यूज़ करूँ। अगर अगर राइडन पुल कर लेता हूँ तो मैं स्वैप कर लूँगा याइमी को राइडन के साथ। बाकी नाइदा, राइडन और मोना है हाइड्रो के लिए बढ़िया सी, और शिंगचू तो है ही, बट सोच रहा हूँ मोना बिल्ड कर लूँ अच्छे से। मोना एक बेटर ऑप्शन रहेगी।
We'll see about that. Rain outlines your fate.
Huh? The wind rises.
C6 Shingchu is well fitted, you know, for this kind of teams.
Quit following me.
बस एक अचीवमेंट बाकी है, वो निकल जाए मेरा, उसके बाद ये मॉन्स्टर स्विच कर लूँगा मैं, लीवे पे चला जाऊँगा, वहाँ से कुछ अचीवमेंट निकालनी है। अचीवमेंट के चक्कर में बैठे औरतों का, अब वो काफ़ी टाइम से निकालनी है मेरे को। अच्छा, रेपुटेशन क्वेस्ट, रेपुटेशन कर लेते हैं इस हफ्ते का।
Thank you for Add Astra.
क्लेम ऑल, डिस्पैच अगेन, बढ़िया, बहुत पसंद आया मेरे को ये वाला फीचर। अब ना एक और छोटा सा काम कर लेते हैं। 9 हो रखा है ये, वेडनेसडे, सैटरडे एंड संडे यार। एंड ये फिर से लैग हो गया। ये क्या हो रहा है यार, ये आजकल क्यों हो रहा है ऐसा? मतलब नहीं होना चाहिए ना। देखते हैं यार, आई डोंट नो, क्या रैम इंक्रीज करना पड़ेगा मेरे को, सीपीयू कूलर चेंज करूँ, क्या करूँ। बाकी बैनी अपना बूम बाम तैयार है, इन सब को भी तैयार कर देते हैं। ज़्यादा कुछ लगेगा नहीं। ये चीज़ मेरे को चाहिए सबके लिए, इसके लिए भी चाहिए, देन बेड़ों के लिए भी चाहिए, इसके लिए भी चाहिए, यानफे के लिए भी सेम चीज़ चाहिए। यार हद है। देखते हैं। गाता है दिल तुम नहीं तू है ना। एक ही पड़ा है ना, बहुत बढ़िया। यहाँ पे यूज़ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। एक तो ल्यूए वाला ख़त्म करके, एंड रेपुटेशन सी बैनी हो चुका है अपना। इसका है वेनसडे सैटरडे संडे, इसका भी है वेनसडे सैटरडे संडे। क्या ख़राब लक है यार मेरा। जो लेवल अप करना है वो एक ही दिन में हो रखा है सब। मंडे या मंडे को अवेलेबल है, लेकिन फारूजान को लेवल अप कर रहे हैं क्या अपन? आई डोंट थिंक सो। अल्बीडो को लेवल अप करना बहुत हो सकता है ना, क्योंकि अल्बीडो मैं शाव के साथ बहुत यूज़ करता हूँ। बाकी और तो कौन है कि जिसको, हाँ मीको, मीको के लिए मटेरियल्स चाहिए। वैसे तो इकट्ठा कर रखा है, बट आई डोंट थिंक सो 48 फॉर 24 इज़ नॉट गोना बी इनफ, है ना। यहाँ से गिनो 20 और 12 32 एंड 8 40, तो ऐसे 40 चाहिए अपने को। और ये तो खाली हो रखा है सब, तो 30 45 60 ये पड़े हैं अपने पास, सब पड़ा है बढ़िया से। बस ऐसे 40 और चाहिए। चलो उसके बाद करेंगे इसके लिए वेपन, कोई बढ़िया सा वेपन। देन टैलेंट लेवल अप भी करना पड़ेगा मीको का। तो लस्सी 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 यार, क्या क्या लेवल अप करूँ मैं। कुछ ज़्यादा ही टाइम देना पड़ेगा बीरो। बाकी हाँ चलो, इस बार के लिए तो इस बार के लिए गोली मारो। यू हैव नॉट रीच्ड सर्टन एंडिंग्स। यहाँ पे तो सब कुछ कर रखा है, बस इन तीनों का बाकी है, बाद में करेंगे इनका। तो यहाँ से शुरू करते हैं एक्ट 2। यश इसका ले लेते हैं, नहीं लाइन टू लाइन चलते, गो टू कस्ट। हाँ रुको यार, जस्ट गिव मी अ सेक, इसको निकालते हैं। एक और चीज़ याद आई मुझे, ज़रा याद आया मुझे थोड़ा थोड़ा, है ना, थोड़ा थोड़ा ऐसा। कैच अपना R5 नहीं है। मटेरियल्स बाकी है निकालने भाई, वो भी निकालना है, कैच निकालना है भाई, बहुत कुछ करना है। इसके भी मटेरियल्स बाकी है। रिफाइनमेंट, अरे 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 अरे, ये क्या है? ला 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 ला, इवेंट में से मिला था ना ये तो। अटैक एंड बेस अटैक अच्छा है. द कैरेक्टर एलिमेंटल मास्टर विल इंक्रीज बाय 80 विद इन 6 सेकंड आफ्टर चार्ज अटैक हिट्स अपोनेंट मैक्स 2 stacks. This effects can be triggered once every 0.5 second. Okay. बढ़िया है, करेंगे यार, है ना. 1 2 3 1 2 3 बैल को तो गोली मारो. बैल को क्या ही बोलूँ मैं, इतना कुछ इकट्ठा कर रखा है भाई. टूरुरुरुरु, टूरुरुरु. इसको लेवल 90 का है कर रखा है मैंने. एलिमेंटल मास्टरी 165. चलिए F5. ओवरफ्लोइंग मास्टरी कौन से डोमेन अवेलेबल है. अबे यार ये तो इना, अच्छा हाँ हाँ हाँ, सारे हैं. अभी तक अनलॉक नहीं किया है, दैट्स वाई. एंड आई डोंट थिंक सो, जिस दिन करेंगे उस दिन मिल जाएगा, कौन सी बड़ी बात है. नेट मेरा शायद स्लो हो सकता है, ठीक ना चल रहा हो.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
जाते ही टेलीपोर्ट करते हैं, रुको ज़रा. Okay, let's go. It's been a long day Without you, my friend. I feel just right. See ya. It's been a long day. मुझे भाई 2 मंथ से जियो गॉबलेट नहीं मिल रहा. अरे यार, हाँ यार वही सीन है. आर्टिफैक्ट का सीन ऐसा है, पता नहीं यार कौन सा मतलब कौन सा ऐसा श्राप लगा है कि भाई तुम कितना भी फार्म कर लो तुमको अच्छे आर्टिफैक्ट गलती से भी नहीं मिलेंगे. मतलब 4 पीस सेट तो भूल ही जाओ. 4 पीस सेट तो भूल ही जाओ. मतलब आई डोंट नो. Yo, let's go, let's go. It's been a long day without you, my friend. Miss you again. वो ज़्यादा ही टाइम नहीं ले लिया इसने. ई का है भाई, ई का है. सुमेरु, ओके.
Wow. So, this is Sumeru?
नहीं ये मेरुसु है.
That tree's huge! Is the port built on top of it? And this place is amazing! It's way bigger than Rito's port. There are also a lot more stores here.
अबे यार वो मॉन्स्टेड के अंदर एक पोर्ट वाला एरिया है ना, वो कब आएगा यार? मैं उसका वेट कर रहा हूँ. मॉन्स्टेड में एक और एरिया है जिसमें पोर्ट है ना. तो आई डोंट नो कब आएगा. शायद 4.8, क्योंकि उस टाइम वारका भी उसी टाइम पे आएगा मेरे ख्याल से. सो आई वेटिंग फॉर द वारका डूड. आई डोंट नो, कुछ ज़्यादा ही हाइप है उसकी.
Oh, there's more cool stuff for you to see. Don't you worry.
Pot almost took my breath away when I first
This place is
arrived.
awesome! I had heard people describe it, but nothing beats seeing a place for yourself. If I hadn't seen the port with my own eyes, I could never have imagined such a place. So, the school you were talking about, the academia, is it?
Nope, we have to head north from here and follow the river to reach Sumeru City.
Sumeru City, huh? I guess it's even more impressive than here. Looking forward to it. I'm so excited. Whatever the case, why don't we go to Sumeru City? Oh, I'm so excited that I don't even know what I should be doing anymore.
The important thing about going on a trip is to enjoy yourself. You don't have to think so hard.
I'm just worried that if we don't get down to business soon, we'll take up too much of your time. But if you insist, then let's look around.
Yo, let's look around. अबे यार कहाँ दबा देते हो चच्चा तुम. Let's go.
Welcome to Akara Crafts. Feel free to have a look around.
Wow,
This is our current bestseller, the Aranara carving. Their designs are based on the fairy tales that circulate amongst children, so they're very popular with them. Miss, are you from Inazuma? Well, this would be a great gift for you to bring back home.
oh, I know about Aranara. You two told me about them on the ship. I didn't think they'd be so cute. Oh, they're all so pretty.
Paimon knew Yoimiya would like this kind of thing, but even she might have a hard time seeing a real Aranara. We need to keep our promise to the Aranara. That's that. Paimon doesn't think Yoimiya would mind too much. Her world's already chock full of imaginary creatures.
I think I'll get this one. Ooh, that one. And the other two that you showed me earlier.
You're buying that many?
Yep. I'm going to give them out to Saika and the others. They're going to. They also look great lined up by the window. Think when they brighten up your entire day. Okay, thanks. In that case.
For some reason, Paimon thinks it kind of looks like you, Yoimiya.
Now that you mention it, it kind of does.
Hello, Nara Paimon. My name is Anya.
Is that how they talk? Hope I remember correctly.
That was really good. Wow, great memory. We only talked about R&R that one time on the boat.
That's because they're so interesting. I'm pretty good at remembering those kinds of things.
Forget it.
Of course. Thank you for your patronage. You all are...
That's about it for Ormos. Next up is Sumeru City.
ओ भाई सिटी में जा रहे हैं. सिटी 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 सिटी.
Wow, his market is even busier than the one in Fort Ormos.
This is Treasure Street. Up from here is the Academia. Oh, and in that tree trunk is the Grand Bazaar. They're both pretty special places.
I just saw a group of people come down, and they were all wearing the same outfit. Is that the Academia's uniform?
That's right. They also, for example, will be looking for some...
Does this mean that...
Paimon doesn't think so.
Well,
So even you get shy, huh?
no, then in comes a bunch of...
Oh, Paimon kinda gets what you mean.
I don't think we have to... Why don't we look around here? As for the Academia...
Alright, but Paimon thinks you're... Milu might have some good recommendations.
Sounds good. All right, I'll be looking around.
No problem. We'll be right back.
Too slow. Quit following me.
अरे ऊपर जाना था क्या? आई मीन बाहर की तरफ. अपन नीचू आ गए.
Behold! Upon the gale. Too slow. Too slow.
Yeah. Let's go.
We thought we were gonna find someone from Watallahis, but now that Paimon thinks... Paimon thinks all Hatham might know... Oh, why don't we just ask around? Looks like you two are in a pickle. Why not
Oh,
consult someone
Naida.
who always tells you everything she knows? Nahida! Oh, why are you... I'm here to meet with some researchers, but when I saw you two looking... Looks like I showed up just in time. Okay, we might as well... I see. answer is going to be even more of a disappointment. You may have heard that the stars are related to people's fates.
Yeah, lots of times.
If the stars dictate destiny, then do you think that destiny is something that is unchanging and always follows predicted outcomes?
You have a point.
According to current Ritala-hist research, a meteor shower is a celestial phenomenon that occurs due to the interference between many intricate fates. Their appearance is highly random. Some have tried coming up with ways to predict their occurrence, but the results are less than reliable. This is a far cry from folktales that claim meteor showers come at certain times and bless all who witness them.
So, you mean we won't be able to see one?
I'm sorry to disappoint you two.
If we tell this to Yoimiya, she'll be so disappointed. What now? There has to be something we can do.
इसको let it be continue.
Are you two okay? It seems the news hit harder than I expected.
Paimon just thinks this isn't fair to Yoimiya.
I get it. From how you described her, I can see that she is a kind and caring soul. So, why don't we take a page out of her book and protect her dreams with a well-intentioned lie?
Oh? How do we do that?
It'll be a story about a meteor shower. You'll accompany her on a brief journey, do a bit of work here and there, and then receive the meteor shower as a reward. Oh, well, I can't summon a real meteor shower, but if it's in a dream, I can help out.
Oh, that would be great, Nahida!
Compared to what you've done for me, this is nothing. Use the meteor shower as a pretext to take Yoimiya all around Sumeru. Then, when you're ready, blow this.
ये क्या है?
I'll tell the Aranara in advance. Once they hear the whole story, I'm sure they'll be willing to help.
Huh. And the dream will probably be like the one we had in the Avidia Forest, when we first met Hypatia. That was a real shocker. It was hard to tell that we were even in a dream.
Once the meteor shower ends and you all awaken from the dream, she'll probably realize what had happened. If you tell her the truth at that point, she should be a lot less disappointed.
Paimon thinks this is the best way to simulate the meteor shower. Thanks, Nahida.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. Still, you two should get this story straight before you join up with your friend. If not, she's gonna see right through everything.
True. Let's discuss it on the way. So it
What we need to do is to make Yoimiya believe that the meteor shower is really happening, and be super convincing at how we sell it. If Paimon wanted to go see... Yes, exactly! We'll say we're trying to figure these two things out, but we'll actually be bringing Yoimiya around to see the sights and enjoy local food! Oh, well, easier said than done. We can't be too strict with our pretext, but we can't be sloppy with it either, or she'll see through it. It'd be best if we could take a unique approach to making it fantastical, just like a real thing. Oh, that's right. Don't people also talk about wishing on a shooting star? If we used wishes as the center of our story... Whoa, that sounds great! Alright then, we need a specific wishing spot or else the sky would be full of meteor showers. And then, while we're supposedly finding or making this device, we'll go around and have fun and eat good food! This is shaping up to be the perfect plot. After all, the device can be anything, and the location can be wherever. As long as we get Yoimiya to enter the dream at night, things will be fine. This isn't about being smart, it's about being a good duo. The idea was yours anyway. Paimon just knows what you want to say. Alright, let's go. Yoimiya's probably sick of waiting for us.
कुछ मिला भाई. And
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. Relax.
Thanks so much. If it weren't for your help, I would have gotten lost already.
It's no problem.
Just a minute. Wait. This is for you. This is an R&R carving I bought in Port Ormos. I heard it's very popular with kids.
It's alright. I didn't do much, really.
It's fine. Take it. You can display it at home or hang it on your wheelchair. It'll cheer you up. That might sound silly to you, but that's the magic of a smile.
Actually, I feel like I already do. You love talking, and you love smiling, too. I just don't understand why you're so positive. I've never met anyone. Sorry, I'm not very good with words. But since you say so, I'll accept your gift.
Want me to take you home?
It's okay. I can head back myself.
Oh, great timing, you two.
Who was that kid?
Oh, her? Her name is Abine. I saw that she was looking quite forlorn, so I wanted to make sure she wasn't feeling left out or alone. She was pretty shy at first, but I explained that I just arrived in Sumeru and had gotten lost, so I needed someone to help guide me. She agreed and we made our way back here. There were so many paths here, and they're all twisty, turny, and up and down. It's hard navigating through them all. No, she didn't want to talk about that, and I didn't ask. I get the feeling that'll bring up some unhappy memories. But if I had to guess, it's probably because she hasn't been able to explore the city for quite some time. All she said was that she's sick and doesn't know when she'll get better. Whenever we passed by busy crowds, she kept turning her head and taking in all the things around her. At first, I thought she was afraid that someone might bump into us. But when I caught a glimpse in her eyes, I only saw yearning and a deep sense of loss.
It's hard not to be down when something like that happens to you.
At first, she didn't really want to say anything to me at all. She just gave me yes and no answers. But what I really saw was just another child, and asked all the same things everyone else did about rugs, spices, cooking, and the differences between here and home. Eventually, I think I earned her trust. There were many things that she liked in the city, after all. I say that, but honestly, you two probably caught the majority of what she said. Gotta start somewhere. Oh, by the way, did you guys learn anything about the meteor shower?
You bet we did. Big time. You're in luck, Yoimiya. You'll be able to see the meteor shower from Sumeru.
Really? That's great! Huh? What do you mean? They respond to wishes? Huh, I've never heard that one before. So it's not that you wish upon shooting stars, but that wishes summon them? In that case, I was born ready. Don't you worry.
Are you talking about how you want to use the meteor shower as inspiration for fireworks?
That's why I'm here, but I wouldn't call that my wish. I don't think that alone will call the stars down for us, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Wow, she's adding her own spin onto this.
If that's the case, then we'll have to practice wishing a little. Can you two come with me? Let me put my thoughts together and tell me if you understand. As for what my wish is, it's a secret for now.
Yeah, and we'll take the opportunity to show you some views you've definitely never seen before.
More places to see? All right, let's go.
Why isn't it working? I don't get it. You want to use my hat as an umbrella? The audacity to even make that request.
Wow, is that what you two were talking about? Amazing. It's huge. Wait, it's not going to suddenly start moving, right?
Relax, it's completely still, and it's been ages.
That's true. It's green from all the overgrowth on it. All right, let's go. Now, this'll make for quite the story. I was wondering, have you seen your sister yet?
Yup, but She said that she'd meet us at the end of our journey, and then she left.
I see. It seems she has her own things to worry about. But it's alright. At least you were able to talk. How did she look? Is she doing well? Had she changed in any way?
Well, according to him, nothing's really changed. He's hanging in there.
That sure is reassuring. I believe that you two will come to an understanding once your journey is over. You are siblings, after all. I didn't think we'd be able to climb all the way up here. What a great view! I just want to shout at the top of my lungs.
Yeah, and even though we might not be viewing the meteor shower from here, it's a good place to practice.
Oops, I was having too much fun and almost forgot about that. Before I left Inazuma, many people heard that I told them that they...
Whoa, that many?
That's part of it, but more importantly, I've been, after a lot of thought, I think I figured it out. People use fireworks to remember their most precious memories, and these memories spark, in other words, fireworks symbolize the past. And shooting stars make people think of wishes, because wishes carry people's brilliant hopes and expectations for the future. One represents the past, and the other the future. They both bloom in the sky, but have completely different meanings behind them. It's really beautiful, isn't it? It's clear to me that I'm not the only one holding this belief. I'm sure my ancestor had similar views. I think that's how he drew inspiration from the meteor shower. His method was a wish of sorts to begin with, to join the past and future together and combine their beauty. At first, I wasn't completely serious about using the opportunity to travel abroad to see a meteor shower. But it became something like a mission once everyone had handed their wishes over to me.
Yoimiya. Well said. And here Paimon thought you needed practice.
Huh? That was fine? You both understand what I'm trying to say? Honestly, I thought it was pretty messy. I mean, these are all abstract topics that evoke a sense of admiration that's hard to put into words.
Traveler?
I did consider that possibility, and I won't lie. It'd be a real bummer if that were the case. I know that's the most realistic conclusion, and it's not like luck has to be on my side. But there's a premise to every legend, and that's belief. If I didn't take this step, it's not like a meteor shower would just rain upon me either. I wouldn't be where I am now. I wouldn't have known that they respond to wishes, and I wouldn't have seen all these beautiful sights in Sumeru. So I'm looking forward to the rest of our journey. Every single step of it.
You really are amazing, Yoimiya.
What?
Oh, nothing. Paimon just thinks you're doing a good job with the wishes. Now we just need one other thing. Like we said earlier, we're gonna need to build a device. Yep, and once we use it to create an observation device, we can find where the meteor shower will be.
I see. The purest ore. Then why don't we go back to Sumeru City and ask the blacksmith? I chatted with him a bit.
But wouldn't we be bothering him?
No one knows more about ore than a blacksmith.
That's true.
Let's go! I wish we could fly over.
What are we gonna do? If we really ask the blacksmith, he's gonna give us funny looks for sure. You're right. Paimon will do her best not to say anything wrong. At first, Paimon felt bad about keeping Yoimiya in the dark. But now, it feels like we made the right decision. Yep, that's why we're doing all this.
You want to use the purest material to create a star observation device? That pair of specially crafted lenses should do the job. However, purest material is too vague. It'd be better if you were more specific. Firstly, this all sounds rather, strange. I never heard that legend about meteor showers. You sure you're not just messing with me?
Sorry for the trouble, but
Sorry, Inazuma's pretty far, so maybe some key information got lost across the ocean. Still, I want to at least give it a shot. Even though the information's vague, can you help us at all?
Well, sure. Why don't I use some materials that might fit the bill and create up a mock-up device for you?
That'd be great! Thanks so much for your help.
No need to be so polite. You're my customer. Also, this kind of project is a nice change of pace.
maybe we can just pick a random one. It's not like we're really gonna use it anyway.
No, that won't do. I don't think I can justify that to myself. If these were for ordinary use, then it'd be acceptable. Barely. But if you want a product that is top-notch, this is far from ideal.
Why are you so interested all of a sudden? Yeah, what now?
Don't worry too much about the material. If you think it'll be difficult to obtain, we can get it for you. I want to try all our options.
Since we're on the topic of legends, allow me to tell you one about blacksmiths. All of us in Sumeru know about this legendary forging material. It possesses excellent properties that are matched by no other. Using it to forge something is every blacksmith's dream. Some spend their entire lives searching for this material in vain, while others have it in their possession, yet never use it in their forge.
Huh? Why's that?
That's because the material is too precious. Many believe themselves unworthy to work with it due to a lack of skill. In other words, Not only does it represent the pinnacle of material quality, but also the culmination of a smith's skills. I constantly practice and hone myself, so when I do encounter this material, we won't pass each other by like two ships in the night.
So, you mean that it symbolizes dreams?
Dreams, inspiration, obsession, focus. Call it what you want. But if you take it to symbolize purity, then I believe it is your goal as well. We call it Earthstone, but in truth, neither I nor my colleagues have ever seen it. It's more like a goal, and also a warning.
This fits perfectly with the tale of the meteor shower. Then, why don't we go looking for it?
Is it even something we can find?
Exactly! We're chasing down a legend after all. What's true or not doesn't matter as much. If we do find it, that's a big win for us. And if we don't, maybe we can still find something that could be used as a substitute.
When you put it like that.
Hey, excuse me. If I might intrude, have you seen a child in a wheelchair?
Yeah, she and I were hanging out not that long ago. What's the matter?
Do you know where she went? She hasn't returned home yet.
Huh? I wonder why. When we split up, she said she was heading home.
Oh, dear. Oh. I'm sorry if I seem worked up. I'm Avine's mother. She's been depressed ever since she fell ill and was forced to use a wheelchair. If she does something reckless because she's not in a good state of mind...
It's okay, don't worry. We'll help you find her. I can't say that I know her very well, but I think she just has a lot on her mind and is trying to come to terms with her feelings.
That's reassuring. She doesn't want to tell me anything, probably because she thinks nothing she says would make either of us feel better. But I can't tell what she's thinking if we don't communicate. I'm worried that I'll panic and make things worse by saying the wrong thing.
Don't worry. I'm sure she has a reason for wanting some space to herself at the moment. We should just be open and understanding with her. But that does bring me to a question I've been mulling over in my head. Do you think there's something else going on in her life?
Not that I'm aware of. I just know the illness was a big blow to her. She's always been physically active. She absolutely loved to run and jump, and she told me that she wanted to become a great adventurer someday. But after she became ill, she lost strength in both legs. She hasn't been able to stand since. We've consulted with countless doctors, but they're all stumped. They said all she can do is slowly recuperate. No one can say for sure if she'll ever stand or walk again. She believes that her legs will never recover, and her dreams of seeing the world would be forever shattered. This was all too sudden, too unfair.
Okay, I understand. I'll find a way to bring her around. Sorry, but it looks like we'll have to put our meteor shower search on hold.
We're coming with you!
Mr. Blacksmith, do you remember seeing a child in a wheelchair?
Sorry, afraid not. I've been keeping my eyes on my anvil. But you're looking for someone, I suggest dropping in on Sadeg. He's my supplier. If anyone's aware of the comings and goings in Treasure Street, it'd be him.
Do you know where we can find him?
He's probably resting just over there. It's not far.
Got it. Thanks for your help with everything. We'll go over there and see what we can find out. Don't worry, I don't think she's gone too far.
Thank you so much. He and I will continue asking around in the city. If you find her, please, let me know. Thanks again for helping.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. The wind rises. Too slow.
Excuse me? Have you seen a child in a wheelchair?
Now that you mention it, that does ring a bell. I was moving some boxes at the time and I saw her pushing her wheelchair so hard she was panting. I asked if she needed help, but she didn't respond, as if she didn't hear me.
Sounds like there really was something on her mind.
Yeah, that was the impression I got too. What's wrong? Did she go missing?
Yes, so we're looking for her.
I see. That's rather worrying. I know. I'll ask my friends and see if they know anything. She went that way. If you ask people as you go, hopefully you'll track her down.
Okay, thanks. If you find out anything, don't forget to tell the people with the green scarves.
You mean the core of 30. Don't worry, I got it.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Relax. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. Relax. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Excuse me, we're looking for a child in a wheelchair?
Oh, I remember her. She went that way. I asked her what she was doing. It's my job, after all. She just said she had something important to do and didn't want to be disturbed.
That seems a little weird.
Whatever the case, she left the city. If you follow...
Gotcha. Thanks a lot.
Behold!
Hello there. Did a child in a wheelchair pass this way?
A wheelchair? I didn't get a good look, but something going pretty fast went sliding down that slope over there.
Oh no, how dangerous.
For sure. There's terrain of all sorts outside the city, and if that was the kid...
Got it. It was over there, right? We'll be going now.
The wind rises.
Hey, are you alright? I fell off my wheelchair. I can't move around without it. Why? Why?
It's okay. You're okay. You're not hurt. I'll take care of her. Can you two look for her wheelchair?
No problem. We'll be right back.
Too slow.
Look! It's the wheelchair. So the hilly churls took it. We gotta get it back before they damage it.
Truth repeats its course.
Cry louder!
All right, we're in luck. Looks like the wheelchair's still working.
That's good. Or else my family would have to pay for another one.
You feeling any better? I know that was... It's all right. Do you feel okay telling me why you... If you don't want anyone else to...
That's right. You can trust us. Yaranara carving.
My bestest friend. The carving? Mean the one I gave you?
Yeah. My illness is real. I used to love running. I loved the feeling it gave me, and the sound of wind rushing by my ears. But the longer I sit, the cloudier those memories get. I'm starting to forget how it feels to love something. But when I saw that wood carving, I remembered that I once had a best friend. He'd always run with me. Wait, was he an Aranara? Paimon meant that it couldn't have been an Aranara, right? They're just fairy tale characters. But they aren't. They're real. They couldn't be.
Hey, I understand.
Sorry. I got carried away. And everyone says you can't see Aranara anymore once you become an adult. You have to say goodbye to your Aranara friends forever. I can't remember his name or how he looked like. And soon
Yo, konnichiwa, क्या
I'll
हाल
even
चाल?
forget that he used to run. I don't want to.
I understand now. When you saw that carving, you came out here to look for him and remember that friendship.
Yes. I want to see him. I want to tell him that I'm not angry with him. And that I didn't want to break our promise. But then this happened. I'm not angry with him. Not at all.
Cheer up. Something beautiful has happened.
Beautiful.
That's right. You remembered something about the Aranara, haven't you? Once you start remembering more things, and I'll help you.
Yoimiya, does this mean that you can also see Aranara?
Sorry, I don't, but that doesn't matter. Whether I can see them or not doesn't change my belief.
What do we do? Paimon really wants to help her. She didn't deserve any of this. Not her illness, or being separated from her friend. But
Huh? Me? Sure. Sorry. Wait here for a moment. I'll be right back. What's wrong? You look so serious all of a sudden. Oh, did you think I was overpromising back there? Don't worry, I have experience with this kind of thing. To her, reuniting with her Aranara friend is the result. But recapturing her past joy and belief in herself is the process. And that's where our help is needed. I'm guessing that her sudden illness made her feel like she may not be able to realize her dreams anymore. Everyone has their own imagination, so as long as we help her
oh, so that's what you're thinking.
adults only want to believe in objective reality. In doing so, they but I think there are ways to get so how about it?
Looks like all this is.
If we didn't do anything to help, I wouldn't be able to and would the stars really want their caller to have such a hard what are you
We can actually summon the Aranara.
Really?
Just watch. We have some.
यार इसके ना फालतू स्टोरी इतना लंबा करेंगे कि तुम्हारा मेन क्वेस्ट के जितना वो होता है.
This is an art. I'm the one who should be apologizing. Sorry, let me explain. I know that you only want to be seen, but this girl once had an art. She's been quite ill. Parting with a friend like that is too. That's why I want to help her. Her world is still very small. Too small for all the sadness she has to bear. As things are, all she can do is sit alone and think about the happiness leaving her little by little. About how life has been so unfair to her. Yes, we're already used to bad luck and we know how to deal with feelings of sorrow and disappointment. But this is her first time dealing with any of this. Life can trip anyone up. What's most important in times like this is for us to support one another.
Huh? What do you mean by that? So, that means...
Thank you. Thanks for trusting us.
अबे इतना लंबा चलता है ना ये यार, क्या अलग ही दिमाग का ही होता है। मतलब ना पहले आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट होते थे 1-1 घंटे के, है ना, स्टोरी क्वेस्ट होते थे अराउंड लाइक 1 घंटा आधा घंटा समथिंग। अभी आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट हो गए 4-4 घंटे और स्टोरी क्वेस्ट हो गई है 2 से 3 घंटे लाइक मिनिमम। क्या है ये?
My heart?
Huh? He's gone just like that?
My heart... Huh?
हाँ।
I stood up. It wasn't hard at all. And it didn't feel weird. It was like...
स्टोरी इतनी लंबी है कि
before I got...
खाना भी हो गया। हाँ भाई।
So that means we are...
Yes sir. Inside a dream again.
Not our first time in one. No wonder Araporva said not to worry. Avin can move freely in this dream. Wow, that's amazing. Is this
एटमॉस्फेयर देख के लग रहा
power
है।
of my heart?
How amazing! Now we can all look. Come on, let's race. Let me see how good you really are.
I might not have recovered yet. Whatever, let's go. I won't lose, not even to an adult. And off she goes. Well, this was easy. I'm untouched. That's true. Let's
यार
go get
dude,
them.
मैं वॉरजोन स्ट्रीम नहीं कर सकता, अदरवाइज आई लव टू प्ले दिस गेम। काफ़ी कम्पिटिटिव खेलने में मज़ा आता है, यू नो लाइक मज़ा आता है उसके अंदर, लेकिन वो गेम बहुत सिस्टम्स पैक्स खाता है। इट्स लाइक टफ टू स्ट्रीम करना तो दूर की बात है, मैं मुश्किल से खेल पाता हूँ एकदम टट्टी ग्राफिक के साथ। अदरवाइज मज़ा आता, वो चीज़ भी अच्छी है। अभी करेंगे आप स्किप 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 स्किप।
Lots of adults before. Long legs don't necessarily mean you run faster. Training's important too.
I won't even be able to compete with you. Let's see. Where should
अबे
we go
ये
next?
क्या आया? ये क्या है?
Look, something's floating up ahead. Does it want us to follow it?
Maybe.
Last of Us.
Let's follow it.
Let's see. PlayStation. Yeah. बट ये यही है ना यार, परचेज करना पड़ेगा। यही है कि परचेज करना पड़ेगा। यस सर। एंड PlayStation पे है ये, अवेलेबल है।
They're very cute.
इट्स अवेलेबल ऑन PlayStation। आई डोंट थिंक सो और किसी प्लेटफॉर्म पे अवेलेबल है क्या? लगेगा, थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा ये सब चीज़ों के अंदर। करेंगे भाई, अभी नहीं.
Want to keep chasing after it? You're not feeling worn out yet?
Getting tired is part of running, and I love everything about running.
लाइफ आफ्टर देखते हैं यार, देखते हैं. अभी कुछ गेम्स है जो कि पड़े हैं, मैंने करके रखा है डाउनलोड. में भूल जाता हूँ यार हर बार. खेलते हैं, ट्राई करते हैं, अगर अच्छा होगा तो कंटिन्यू करेंगे, लेकिन एक बार ट्राई तो करना है उसको. अभी नीचे उतर. गेम तो ढेर सारे हैं यार, बट फिर वही सीन रहता है ना कि तुम्हारा सिस्टम कंपैटिबल नहीं होता है ना. वो मज़ा तुम नहीं ले पाते हो पूरा.
There are so many huge mushrooms here. They're big enough to lie on.
That's not what they're for. Let me show you.
Oh, so it's
So, this is our destination? But Paimon doesn't see an Aranara, just this big stone. I'm so happy. You know, at first. But as long as I continue moving forward, new sights will always appear in front of me. And my world will keep expanding before, even though I don't know.
oh, that's not important. Our memories don't just symbolize once you find the hope in your heart again.
Yes. Thank you, Yoimiya. Let's keep looking for Arashani. Yeah. Then why would the star lead us here? I don't know how to explain this. I don't know what it is, but it feels very familiar. Almost like it's a part of me.
I know. Could this stone be your Earthstone?
Earthstone?
It's a very rare ore that symbolizes a person's aspirations and dreams. Since you can see it, that means you've found what you've lost.
Is that how it works? It's just like in fairy tales. I thought I'd stopped believing in those. But I'm glad that I found that belief again. They passed right through!
Yeah.
Let's go after them.
Hey, Yoimiya! Hey! Well, we have no choice. We passed through, but nothing's...
Arnara.
Arashani?
अर्शानी क्या नाम दे रखे.
Arashani!
The Aranar may not only help. Oh,
अबे क्या है
we have
यार
to look
ये
for one of our own
स्टोरी यार.
to make the purest lens.
यार मेरे को लगा यार योएमिया की स्टोरी है, कुछ होएगा भाई. योएमिया भाई इधर तो कुछ और ही चल रहा है.
But we have to bring her back to Sumeru City first.
The dream ended.
We dreamed a most lovely dream. Don't look so lonely.
Arashani! You're... It's okay, but I think I understand now. Yoimiya's right. Everything's
for helping me read. Now that we're on this.
Mia, you need this Stone.
Yep.
Oh, if that's how things are, I'm happy to lend you. What?
वो कहा था?
Did you just take glasses?
How'd you know we need this?
I didn't. I just thought that since you helped me find my precious friend, I should help you using something, and then the light turned into this. Is this?
Thank you. I didn't expect us to solve our problem like this. Not that I know how to use it, but let's see what my intuition says. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, I think I see it. Oh, it was pretty obvious. Come on, I'll lead the way. Once we're done watching. Also, thank you for helping. You all are.
Quit following me.
वाह, सिनेमैटिक्स ओके। बस एक ये एक ऐसा पार्ट है जो शायद मज़ा आता है थोड़ा बहुत देखने में। वाह, ढेर सारे 5 स्टार मिल रहे हैं अभी। क्या रहा है यहाँ पे? Oh. Dude, what the fuck? अबे यार क्या नाम? Weathering with you की याद आ गई यार। What the fuck, dude? पाइमॉन देखो भाई।
Just like
राधे राधे न्योन चान वाइटी, क्या हाल चाल, कैसे हो? राधे राधे। अरे ये बढ़िया है यार।
We're waking up already? But Paimon wants to watch more.
meteors we summoned flew up from the ground. They were exactly like fireworks. I could have kept watching that forever. That was the realest, grandest, most magical dream I've ever had.
Paimon too! Paimon didn't expect you to just pull us onto that shooting star, though.
Honestly, I didn't think about it at all. I just thought it'd be a shame if we didn't try something crazy.
Okay.
You know me. It really doesn't matter to me if our experience was real or a dream. I really should thank you two, though. You set all this up as a backup plan because you knew that meteor showers are hard to catch, right? Don't worry. I loved it so much.
Oh, phew.
I guess
That's good.
इसी के साथ यहाँ पे
I
quest
was
end
afraid
होनी
you might be
चाहिए
angry
यार.
after hearing the truth.
Why would I be? I dreamed that we ran and jumped atop large mushroom. And when I thought we from her heart, a fiend brought forth earthstone glasses. We found meteors that blew up from the earth. And that's right. Dreams themselves may be imaginary. We were sticklers about.
You sure know your way with work. Bye.
Oh yeah, they're so cute.
India.
You have to
Oh
make those
yes.
lovely carvings.
Yes.
The wood carvings?
Yeah. If we hadn't seen those wood carvings, then we wouldn't have dreamed of such cute Aranara.
Huh.
Well, it's almost time.
Where are
Let's
you
head
from? Like, I thought you're from India as well. So. Dude. I mean, अगर यहाँ पे quest खत्म होता है तो
Sumeru's such a nice place.
You will
quest was
always
like
be
around
welcome
1
here.
hour something.
A fiend would
Probably
be happy
around
to see
1
you
hour.
again.
Yep.
It's a deal. I'll be waiting for you. Yoimiya, before you go back, I want to tell you about my new dream. I want to travel to Inazuma on my own and watch a firework.
Wow, that's impressive.
Oh, Bharat.
I didn't
Nice.
expect it, don't worry. You do as well. No matter
अच्छा
how
हाँ रे
busy your
यार ऊपर एक
adventures
तो
get,
राधे राधे लिखा है
remember to
यार
come
मैं
back
क्या
to
पूछ
Inazuma.
रहा हूँ.
You gotta come
हाँ.
and watch the fireworks this
Bharat
year.
is not a
Sounds like
bad
a plan.
answer. That's a very creative answer. ठीक है
I
यही
will,
मैं.
I will. Oh yeah. By the way, have a look at this.
और
That's
you
right.
Genshin
This
खेलते
let
हो
me help
तुम?
you pick. And you look at it whenever you're feeling down. Who knows? Of course, meeting in person is still better. Okay, I'll be heading. I really, no matter where you two go, I
Dude.
know that our. So, go forward to the end of your journey and to the ends of. See you around.
Yes, see you around. Nice tata bye bye. Beautiful quest completed. Anna, talk to Susan. Why would I? Why should I talk with Susan? हैं? अब विदेशी भी राधे राधे बोलते हैं. वाइटी हाँ खेलती हूँ. ओ नाइस नाइस. हाँ विदेशी भी बोलते हैं यार राधे राधे.
Too slow.
कोई नहीं यार अच्छी बात है. बोलना चाहिए भाई. सबको बोलना चाहिए. अरे चचा गिर गए. इक्का मजाक है. कौन सी AR है
Quit following me.
भाई? अगर 1-1 घंटे के क्वेस्ट है ना तो फिर अपन कर लेंगे भाई. अपन ख़त्म करते हैं ना ये. 1 2 3 4 5 6 है. कोई नहीं 3 आज करते हैं. 3 कल करेंगे. Accept quest. Let's go. Navigate. Let's go. Let's go. Go. Da-dum, day. न्यू प्लेयर हूँ. अच्छा नाइस यार. अरे कोई ना. आईडी दो. हेल्प चाहिए तो हेल्प कर देंगे भाई. जो छोटे वर्ल्ड वाले प्लेयर होते हैं ना उनके वर्ल्ड में जाने का मज़ा आता है. AR-18 है. इट्स इनफ यू नो. AR-16 से तुम्हारा कोऑप अनलॉक होता है. सो AR-18 इज़ गुड इनफ. गाते बहुत अच्छा हो। ना ना ना, इसको गाना नहीं बोलते, इसको गुनगुनाना बोलते हैं। यार विदेश के अंदर ना, यू नो लाइक, विदेश के अंदर मैं नहीं बोलूँगा उतना, लेकिन हाँ स्टिल रशिया हो गया, मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द पीपल आर लाइक वो भी इस्कॉन का वो है समथिंग, है ना। था मेरा कल ही अविस में जो आया था मैंने नहीं किया।
Now that he's
Oh.
back, I'm sure the guards who worked on his case back in the day are in for a headache, but however this turns out in the end, the one thing it won't be
गुनगुनाता अच्छा।
Couldn't
अरे
agree
यार।
more. As a journalist, thank you, sir, for your time. Now, whom should I interview next? Huh? Hey, what a coincidence! Fancy meeting you here.
जो मेन स्टोरी से बाहर की जितनी भी स्टोरीज है ना, उसमें पता नहीं वो ग्रैस्प नहीं रहती यार, यू नो,
What are your thoughts?
इट डजंट फील्स लाइक
Huh? Oh, well, not to worry. You're in 10 or so years ago. A fit.
Wow, cool!
Precisely. He would just as soon steal a necklace from a rich merchant's safe as he would a toy doll given to a commoner child for their birthday. I know.
Yeesh.
Not exactly. There's a magician. When the police went through his... Sure enough, thefts and fun. I had to squeeze through the crowd this morning to get a photo as soon as I heard. Here, it's this one.
he is good singer, good no good me no good
This is
biro।
the warning letter, huh? Let's see what he... 3
पता नहीं यार,
days
फॉर
from
सम
now,
रीजन
in
साला तारीफें
Boston,
हजम नहीं
I
होती है
shall
मेरे को।
This is, without a doubt, what once seemed like an open and shut case.
Uh-oh. If this thief will steal anything that other people value, does that mean he... Really?
Okay, the people have spoken. It's clear that... Let's see, I've got a photo of the letter, my interview notes. Yep, that should be enough to form
सॉरी इसका
something
क्या नाम था रे,
exclusive.
नाम
Who
भूल
should
गया।
I interview next? I need someone with a more concrete connection to the weasel. Is that who I think it is?
Lenny!
या लेनी एंड लेनेट। यप।
Magic, magician, Caesar, the Phantom Weasel. That's it. Let's go interview Lenny. You see, the original Phantom Thief.
Are you serious?
Oh, relax. My journalistic instinct tells me that an exclusive news story is beckoning. Let's go. No time for delay.
हजम कर लो आप। ठीक है चलो, कर लिया हजम।
Take a guess.
एक मिनट, तो फिर मतलब हाँ, वो तो 4 स्टार के अंदर होगी। कहाँ है? अभी नहीं आई है, नेक्स्ट वर्जन में आएगी मेरे ख्याल से, हैंग आउट उसका। ला ला ला
Wow, Mr. Magician.
ला ला ला।
How did you know which card I picked?
Oh, it's simple. Come closer, and I'll let you in on my secret. Magicians have a special skill called telepathy, which means we
हाँ।
can read other people's minds.
मैजिशियन मामू बना रहा है बेचारे बच्चे को।
Then, what am I thinking now?
Well, first you need to relax, because I can see that you're clenching your fist in your mind, as if to say, no, I mustn't let him guess it.
Aww.
And now you're getting a little flustered. You're trying to find a way to empty your mind, to think of nothing at all. But you snuck out from home today, didn't you? You told your family
That's
a
a
little
simple
lie so
human
you could come out
psychology,
and play.
dude. It's just like about reading a body language.
No, that's not a good habit.
You can tell?
Of course.
All right.
Hey, Lenny?
Why, hello. We need a...
Oh, why don't you guess, Miss...
Oh, please. You didn't believe...
I'm sure that child would beg to differ.
That was nothing more than a little trickery. I made an educated guess based on his micro-expressions. That, plus the fact that he was the only kid here without his parents, and he looked as guilty as sin. He made it
अबे
easy
नेक्स्ट
for me.
जो नया 4 स्टार आ रहा है, क्या नाम है उसका?
Let me guess. Don't
Magician
tell me
be
you're here
like,
for the
I can
Phantom
see your
Weasel, are
future.
you?
हाँ.
Cut it in one! Is this more of your trickery, Edward?
Chiori,
Wait,
एक तो 5 star आ रहा है Chiori
No,
and
no trickery this time. It was pure luck.
5 star Geo
His
yes.
warning letter's been the talk of the
एक
town,
और
so I
4
figured
star
that
आ रहा है
maybe you were
उसके
asking around
साथ.
about that.
Bingo! I plan on writing a column reporting on the latest news about the Phantom Weasel.
लोगों ने पूरा
What are your
एनालिसिस
thoughts
करके
on
रख
this
दिया है
infamous
इसका.
thief's reappearance?
क्या क्या तुमको मटेरियल चाहिए रहेंगे डूड
To be
नहीं है.
honest, it makes me angry.
Angry? Why?
इलेक्ट्रो कैरेक्टर है यार एक.
You read his letter.
आई डोंट नो नया है पुराना है.
Well, if he is, then his warning is clearly, and if he's not, the mere mention. But I've been
Really?
to be honest,
Being forward to
things with
skip,
a lot
skip,
of people.
skip,
Allow me
skip,
to
skip,
demonstrate
skip.
with a quick magic trick. Here, I have a flower, just an ordinary flower that was picked not long ago.
डूड
Watch it
अबे यार
carefully
ये
now.
मैजिक ट्रिक से ना वो वाला मीम याद आ गया. कौन था वो मदारी वाला. हाँ कहो तो कहो इसके 2 कर दूं. ऑडियंस में से बंदा बोलता है इसके 3 कर दो.
That's the question. Where did
मदारी
it
भी
go?
लाइक am I a joke to you?
Therein lies the difference between us. Thieves make precious things disappear, but only magicians make them reappear. If I could now invite you all to check your...
A surprise? Let me see!
89561047 ये क्या है ये. अच्छा तुम्हारा जिनशिन आईडी.
It's right there! But how? You have
डूड बीच में स्लैश नहीं आते. रुको.
What an outstanding trick!
मदारी ऊंची.
Don't worry. I did... Since Caesar's death,
I can imagine. Coming back to your trick just now, for example, magicians often use writ, but you used...
impressive knowledge. It's no wonder you're such a successful journalist. It sounds like something...
Well noted. Please feel free to get in. If there's nothing else, I'll be off. You've given me...
So, Lenny, are you gonna tell us how you did that flower trick now?
A surprise.
I'm afraid that's my
What
little
a
secret.
surprise.
Aww. You feel it too, right? So itchy!
Phantom Weasel.
Not so itchy then, huh? Well, since you're so concerned, how would you like to serve as my temporary magician's assistant and help me investigate?
Magician's
भाई
assistant?
असिस्टेंट बना रहा है अपने को.
Sounds fun! Assistants are technically magicians too! Also, it'll bring us one step closer to figuring out how that darn trick is done! Shall we go for it?
Excellent. Thank you for... The first thing we need to look into is who Caesar really was. If he truly was the Phantom Weasel, that means that the weasel is dead, and whoever wrote this warning letter is just a copycat criminal. But if he wasn't the weasel, and if we're investigating Caesar,
पाइमोन ने बोला
his
था ना
fiancée
अभी.
Gemma
ओ या
is a good place to start. We
यार
should make a
पाइमोन
move.
ना अभी
Let's go
अभी
and
सुनो.
rendezvous with Lynette.
अभी तुमको ना पाइमोन बड़ी क्यूट लग रही होगी, अच्छी लग रही होगी, है ना. जस्ट रीच AR45 उसके बाद तुमको पाइमोन इतनी अनोइंग लगेगी, इतनी अनोइंग लगेगी. फैम पे यूज नहीं करते आप. आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज दैट. फैम पे ना. आई डोंट. आई हैव नो आइडिया व्हाट इज दैट. Oh, sorry. Let's see. Pup. Search. Invalid ID. Invalid ID.
Benny's adventure team?
Pa-pa-da-pa-pow. I have 55. यहाँ पे सर्च करना चाहिए मेरे ख्याल से. मैं नहीं खेलता फिर मुझे पाइमोन अनोइंग लगती है. यू नो स्टार्टिंग में अच्छा है, स्टार्टिंग में सही है यार, क्यूट सी पायमोन है ना, एकदम चिटर पटर बोलती है। अभी इतना अनाइंग लगती है ना यार, चिढ़ होती है इसकी आवाज़ सुन के कि चुप हो जा तू, इसको हर एक चीज़ बोलनी होती है भाई। अच्छा 476 47 एक्सक्यूज मी, गलत बात। पेमेंट के लिए, पेमेंट नोप। ओ या नियो चान वाईटी ट्रैवलर, ट्रैवलर डूड। पता नहीं यार, स्टार्टिंग में ना बहुत 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 अब इन लोग को ऐड करना चाहिए ना ये चीज़ भी, कि लाइक अचीवमेंट के अंदर तुम देख सको अचीवमेंट पूरा लिस्ट, कौन से अचीवमेंट है ये वो, है ना। स्टिल मैंने इन लोगों ने ना यूआई बहुत ही सुंदर सा अपग्रेड किया है, लाइक जितने भी नए नए अपग्रेड आ रहे हैं ना यूआई के अंदर और गेम फीचर्स के अंदर, बहुत ही बढ़िया आ रहा है। स्लैश ये नहीं लगाना है, हाँ स्लैश मत लगाओ, जस्ट पेस्ट द डायरेक्ट नंबर। आप अपनी बहन को भी बहन को भी चुप करा देते हो। कहाँ भाई, क्या रे कराई चुप तने। भाई कब 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 किया चुप तेरे को, हेलो भाई कसम से बोल रहा है यार, ये लड़की ना दूसरे रूम में बैठ के मजे ले रही है। नहीं ये वाला टेलीपोर्टेशन नहीं, आई मीन फॉर द पेमेंट आई हैव नो आइडिया, लाइक इसमें देखा नहीं है कोई मैंने ऑप्शन जहाँ पे लाइक जो आता है ना लोगों का फॉर द जॉइन का एक होता है छोटा सा, वो शायद मेरे ख्याल से सर्टन नंबर्स रीच करने पे तुमको शायद मिलता हो, आई हैव नो आइडिया ऑनेस्टली सेइंग। गजब, बता देना थोड़ा मुझे अगर तुमको पता हो क्या सीन है क्या नहीं, है ना। मजे ले रही भाई, वही तो बोला मैं, मजे ले रहे हो तुम। सिस्टर का काम ही होता है, वही तो प्रॉब्लम ही, हर कोई परेशान ही करता है भाई।
Sorry,
It's been a while, Annette. We're working as Lenny's temporary assistants in the investigation of the Phantom Weasel.
Thank you. It's good.
So, what's the situation? Have you seen Gemma?
Nope. I've been here a while, and she's...
How bizarre. Well, we won't get anywhere by standing around waiting.
ऐसा नहीं है,
Traveler,
फैम
come
पे
on,
की
let's go
आईडी,
around.
फैम पे, लेट मी सर्च व्हाट इज दिस फैम पे, क्योंकि यार जी पे मालूम है, फोन पे मालूम है, व्हाट इज दिस फैम पे, यूपीआई एंड कार्ड, ओके। आप तो पीसी पे खेलते हो, आपका हो जाएगा, ठीक है देखता हूँ मैं। वेल थैंक यू फॉर द सजेशन, है ना, क्योंकि ये थोड़ी हमारे नॉलेज के बाहर था ये चीज़। वीसा, रुपए, यूपीआई, ओके, तो ये सब पे चलता है यू नो, इसमें कार्ड भी चल जाएगा, तुम्हारा यूपीआई भी चल जाएगा, ओके नाइस, गॉट इट। अच्छा अकाउंट बनाना पड़ेगा क्या?
Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
I'll check it out, check this out later. Thank you. कह रहे हर एक नजर 18 प्लस, मैं 20 प्लस हूँ 18 छोड़ो। Ask around. Whom should I ask?
Excuse me, good sir. Do you by any chance know a Gemma?
Gemma? You mean Caesar's fiance?
Gemma?
Sure I do.
I'm just trying to get a hold of her because I need her help with something.
Yeah, she does. Poor thing.
Ever since Caesar passed away, she's been coming here once every week to clean. I asked her what she was doing once. She knows he's gone and can't hear her from the grave, but she just likes to spend time there, telling her fiancé all about how her life is going.
She's been doing this ever since Caesar passed away?
No.
So 10 years.
I'm not a like क्या बोलते हैं
Wow. Their love must have been really
20 भी 18 प्लस ही
strong.
होता है नहीं यार
I'll
18
bet.
प्लस 19 भी हो
Caesar's
सकता है
reputation fell
है
apart
ना
after his identity was
me
revealed. so I don't
25
know if the mind lives on in the water. If I'm honest, I
me
think this is all
freaking
so unfair
25
to poor
dude
Gemma. Anyway, all of that's that's everything I know, I'm afraid.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing all.
You're welcome. I just hope she'll be able to move
I'm a
on
kiddo
one day.
then हाँ अरे कोई ना यार बहुत सारे दोस्त हैं मेरे लाइक यू नो जो कि होंगे शायद क्या कौन से स्टैंडर्ड 12th में होंगे शायद अभी तो फिलहाल के लिए आई हूँ नोज है ना सो
Did you hear the news? They're saying the Phantom Weasel's
किक्का सिस्टर हाउ आर यू
You're kidding.
यार
Wait, isn't he
डू
dead?
यू यूज डिस्कॉर्ड
I don't know anymore. All
अगर
sorts of
डिस्कॉर्ड
news
यूज कर रहे हो तो
flying
ज्वाइन
around
डिस्कॉर्ड
nowadays.
यार वहाँ
I
पे
don't know what if.
बहुत बकचोदी पेलते हैं हम
Hypothetically, I mean.
पहले
What
पहले
if
होता
this
था
weasel's the
अभी कोई
real
दिखता नहीं है
deal
ज़्यादा नहीं तो
and
पहले
Caesar-
लाइक
Called it.
आई डोंट
Oh,
नो
please. Weren't you the one cursing his name
आवाज
to
आई
high
नो
heaven
दैट
when the
आई नो
police
शक्ल से भी
announced
नहीं
the
लगता
news? You were all
ठीक है
Wait, did I say
शक्ल
that?
भी बच्चों वाली है क्या करें
I don't seem to recall.
कोई सीरियसली नहीं लेता मेरे को
Hello there. Sorry for disturbing you, but I couldn't help it. We're actually quite interested.
You've come to the right people. Yep, he was a great. I was right up close and
I saw him perform too. He always used to bring some. Sometimes he even got the.
Huh. He doesn't sound like such a bad guy.
YT
But
link
after he
okay
died,
check
there
out
were
my
also rumors
channels
that he used the
about
wish
or
list to
maybe
find out
वीडियो
what's
के डिस्क्रिप्शन
precious
में
to
भी
people
होगा
with the intent to steal
इसके
it later.
डिस्क्रिप्शन में let me see
As I'm sure you know, the Phantom Weasel would
Wait a
steal
minute,
just about anything from anyone.
whatever the case, now that the weasel is back, Caesar's become a hot topic once more. I bet Gemma must be pleased. If
control
Caesar's
C
name gets cleared, maybe it'll finally give her some solace after all this time. No, speak of the devil.
yeah
That's her over there.
अब इसके अंदर
If
काफ़ी
you've got
कुछ
any
करना
more
है
questions about
मैं ध्यान
Caesar,
नहीं दिया इतना
she's
कुछ इस पे
definitely
क्योंकि ना
one
लाइक
to
वैसे
ask.
भी उतनी ऑडियंस होती नहीं है मेरी 3-4 लोग होते हैं दोस्त लोग वही आके कभी कभार देखते हैं ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 4 से
So
5 हो
that's
जाएंगे
Gemma.
है ना
Uh,
तो बस
is it
ऐसे ही
just
लाइक
Paimon, or does it look
जस्ट
like
फॉर द टाइम पास
something's
मैं लाइव
wrong?
स्ट्रीम करता रहता हूँ
Wait,
लाइक रोज़ अराउंड
It
टाइम
looks
होता है
like
9
she's
बजे का
injured.
समथिंग कभी
Come
कभार
on, let's
7
see if
बजे
she's
चालू
okay.
होते हुए वही सीन रहता है 1 घंटा 2 घंटा स्ट्रीम करते हैं लास्ट को रेड आई थी शायद तुम भी थे शायद उस रेड में आई गेस यप है ना तो बस कल को थोड़ी ज़्यादा पब्लिक आ गई थी समथिंग अराउंड लाइक अचानक से 14 लोग आ गए थे
Gemma, right?
एंड दैट्स इट नहीं तो यहाँ पे सोचा था कि वोट ऐड कर दूंगा मैं
Don't
यू
be
नो
afraid.
वो नाइट
Mean
वोट
no
होता है
harm.
बट ठीक है यार
Looks like you're.
Thanks for your concern. But you didn't answer my question.
भाई ये जेमा
Who
इतनी
are you?
बुरी कहीं को लग रही है
What do you want with me?
My name is Linny, and this is my sister Lynette.
My name's Paimon, and this here.
The weasel posted a warning letter this morning. If you knew Caesar better than anyone else. I promise you can trust us. We won't hurt you. In fact, we'll do all we can to keep you safe.
I never believed that he was the weasel.
I suspected as much. Okay.
कल
so
FBI
going back
वाले
to the
आए
news,
थे
do
रेड
you remember
मारने
anything
नहीं
strange in the weeks leading up to the accident?
FBI
Did Caesar have a falling out with anyone?
अरे
for
रेड का
instance?
कल्चर पता है क्या सीन है रेड
No.
का
Not that I know of.
कि पर्टिकुलर कोई क्लैन होता है या फिर कोई ग्रुप होता है मान
Got
लो
it. All right.
वाईटी
Sorry
हो
for
गया
disturbing you.
या फिर तो वो सब लोग ना अचानक से किसी
have any
की
more
स्ट्रीम पे चले
questions,
जाएंगे या
please
किसी
leave.
के सर्वर पे
I
चले
want to be
जाएंगे
alone with him.
बस थोड़े टाइम के लिए चलता है वी आर अरेस्टिंग यू कर लो भाई है ना वही सीन रहता है
Judging by the look on her
और
face,
थोड़े
there's
टाइम के लिए लाइक
definitely some
अगर
she's
जगह डेड पड़ी होती है तो थोड़ी लाइव हो
Definitely know
जाती है
something. That's fair. In any case,
डिस्कॉर्ड पे पहले
I
हम
doubt
करते
we'll
थे
get any
डिस्कॉर्ड
further
पे क्या
here,
होता
so
था पहले
call
हम
it a
म्यूजिक
day.
क्रिएट करते थे
Meet me out.
अचानक से कोई सर्वर पकड़ेंगे जो भी डेड सर्वर हो एंड डेड सर्वर पे चलता था हमारा लाइक अचानक से चले जाओ ज़्यादा नहीं बस 4-5 लोग लेके जाना है ले जाओ वैसे भी मेरा दिमाग खाता रहता है ठीक है ठीक है वांदरी वो भी रहे इंग्लिश गाना अरे नहीं यार गाना कहाँ से गाना होता ही नहीं है हमसे टाइम नहीं देखा मैंने 8:12 8:12 8 तो बजने वाले हैं बज गए डोंट टेल मी नेक्स्ट डे नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग यार क्या क्या मजाक हो रहा है गाने ये गाती है मैं नहीं गाता बीडी बीडी बूम
Too slow.
बीडी बीडी बूम बूम पीम बूम पीम बूम 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 check it out check it out
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Over here.
ये वाला क्वेस्ट भी 1 घंटे में खत्म हो जाए तो शांति हो जाए
I've
मतलब
had her
थोड़ी
follow Gemma and see if we can make any inroads with her. They should be at a cafe right now. Still, I don't think that Gemma's likely to open up to
I'm
us.
kiddo okay how old are you
So, we need a contingency
what
plan.
should we do
Today, we'll be looking into a guy named Lorenzo, Caesar's former pupil and assistant. When Caesar passed away, all the stolen goods discovered in his home were confiscated and returned to their rightful
Copy.
owners. But Lorenzo was the only one privy to all his magic secrets, and he inherited his craft.
Control A Control V
For
enter
long, Lorenzo was the next big magician in town, his fame surpassing even that of his master, and it made him very wealthy. He's since left the magic scene, though, and these days, I had to pull a lot of strings, but I managed to get him to agree to a couple of drinks with me. Be warned, though, I hear he's got a hair-triggered temper. We'd best
hair
be careful.
trigger tempo तगड़ा वर्ड है भाई hair triggered tempo मतलब कहीं सही से बालों को छुओ गुस्से हो जाए ऐसा वाला मैं आज पहली बार लाइव की वॉइस के लिए मैंने आज पहली बार लाइव की वॉइस के लिए अब एम्बैरेसिंग लग रहा मैं समझा नहीं मैं क्या क्या लिखा है ये मैंने आज पहली बार लाइव की वॉइस के लिए कोई स्किल्स है नहीं बस खेलो पढ़ाई और घर का काम। अरे रे रे, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है भाई, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है। Skills.
You neglected to mention that you were bringing 2 other people with you.
My apologies. These two are my
आवाज देख रहे
assistants.
हो ये?
When they heard that I was meeting with the former magic...
Oh, forget the pleasantries, just sit.
वॉइस के साथ।
Get a load of this guy. Forget the pleasantries, he says, but he looks pretty happy about Lenny stroking his ego.
I only agreed to meet since we're both magicians. Do me a favor and cut to the chase. I have more important things to do than drinking.
भाई स्किल,
Much
हर एक
obliged,
चीज
sir.
स्किल है
As it
भाई।
happens, the matter I want to address is also
know.
related to magic. Yesterday morning, a warning letter from the Phantom Weasel appeared on the entrance to the Opera House. He claims to be planning something for the same evening that I'm scheduled to do a magic show there. As such, I believe that I have to get to the bottom of this to ensure that my show can go ahead as planned. Naturally, any investigation into the Weasel starts with a few questions about Caesar, who...
What is there
कोशिश
to
जारी है
investigate?
जिंदगी में कुछ
Caesar
तो
was
करके
the weasel
दिखाऊंगा।
and he's
बहुत
been dead
बढ़िया।
for 10 years.
Nice.
So what if some sick creep thought it'd be funny to write a warning letter?
Please, sir, no need to get so worked up.
Possibility, it's a fact, Linny. Look, my patience is limited, so listen carefully while I'm still willing to put up with you. The weasel is dead. Period.
Huh?
Everyone knows that, so do yourself a favor and quit this investigation. It'll lead you nowhere. Look, if this affects your magic show in any way, I will personally compensate you for any losses.
Oh, sir,
That's a
I'm
bit fishy.
honored. My pride as a magician is what's at stake here,
अच्छा,
Lorenzo.
11th में
Copycat or
सब
not, this
कौन
person
सी
has thrown
थी
me the gauntlet,
आपकी?
and I must
देखो
meet their
भैया,
challenge head on.
11th का सीन
Your
ऐसा है ना।
pride? Don't mince words with me, boy. Just tell me, what exactly are you seeking to do?
मैंने
I
साइंस
want
भी
to find
किया
out
है,
the
मैंने
Phantom
आर्ट्स भी
Weasel's true
किया है।
identity. I have to...
What would that accomplish? And what do the events of 10 years ago have to do with you, anyway? Look, you of all people should know that a magician never reveals.
頑張れ、가위바위보, 마카레나, 가위바위보, 이케이케, 야레야레, 스페셜.
Is that? Oh, it is!
Another day, I'm busy.
Oh, come on! You can't be all business all the time.
If I wanted your life advice, I'd ask for it.
Sorry, my good sir. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, hey!
उसका साइंस स्ट्रीम है, हम
Edmondo,
आर्ट्स वाले
Ian
हैं।
and I are business pals. We work together. This is your first time meeting him? Oh, he's always like this. Foul-mouthed and hard-nosed. Never heard a kind word out of this guy the whole time I've known him.
पहले साइंस फिर
And he
आर्ट्स, हाँ।
wonders why he can't get a girlfriend, despite being, what, pushing 40, 30, something?
Shut up and get out of my face. Another word out of you and you can forget about doing business.
Sorry.
I think it's high time I made a move as well. If you really want to investigate this, Linny, be my guest. But if nothing good comes of it, don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, that fell to pieces in a rather spectacular fashion. Any thoughts?
मजा नहीं आया इसीलिए।
Totally. And what was all that about compensating you for your losses? Why would someone... He's gotta be hiding something. And not like Gemma.
I think so too. That guy Edmondo seems to know a thing or two about him. He only just left. Let's see if we can catch up with him.
कहाँ 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 जाना है भाई? बाहर जाना है। Oh, dude, there are a bunch of recipes. क्या है ये? मैं सब बाय कर रहा हूँ। पता ही है इस जगह पे मैं पहले तो आया नहीं हूँ, है ना। AR कितनी है मेरी? मेरी है वो रखी है समथिंग अराउंड 59 समथिंग। ओए गलती से फैंटा बाय कर ली यार। मी कितना है? 59। मेरी 59 है और ये खेलती नहीं है, इसको कितना टाइम हो गया खेलती नहीं है। उसका AR होगा समथिंग अराउंड 45, आई डोंट नो, या होगा समथिंग अराउंड 45। डूड तुम्हारा 18 है तो तुमने कब चालू किया था गेम? है मतलब हफ्ता हुआ, एक हफ्ता।
You okay there?
11th में है ये, पूछ तो रही है ये समथिंग समथिंग।
Oh, you guys. I say way too much back there, didn't I?
So, he was serious?
Hey. Keep your voice down.
Keep your voice
Don't go
down.
prying into Lorenzo's personal affairs. Bad things happen to people who ask too many questions.
हॉटस्पॉट करी, अपडेट करी आप।
What kind of
Okay.
bad thing?
Don't even ask. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to cut this conversation short. I'm not crossing that line again.
Not on regular basis. जिनशिन भी मैंने अभी चालू किया है, लाइक जब से स्ट्रीमिंग चालू की है तब से, लाइक बीच में गैप आ गया था, लंबा खासा गैप आ गया था। मैं स्टार्टिंग से जिनशिन रेगुलरली खेल रहा हूँ, लाइक एवरी सिंगल डे, है ना। लेकिन बीच में फिर गैप आ गया था लंबा खासा, और अब रिसेंटली चालू किया है। नाउ आई एम प्लानिंग टू लाइक प्ले दिस गेम कंटिन्यू। SCL में हूँ, पढ़ना रहता है। कैसे? स्कूल में हूँ। नहीं मतलब हाँ, we can
Don't
understand.
say anything and don't look back. Any altercation in the city will attract the guards. We better take this elsewhere.
चल क्या रहा है यहाँ पे? अच्छा उससे बातें उगलवाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं ये लोग। है ना। नहीं मतलब AR18 यानी कि लाइक मान लो अगर तुम दिन का 1 घंटा भी खेलते हो समथिंग अराउंड, तो हो सकता है शायद 1 हफ्ता हुआ हो, 1 हफ्ता या फिर 2 हफ्ते। क्योंकि स्टार्टिंग में ना रैंक इतना तेज़ी से बढ़ता है ना, बहुत जल्दी रैंक बढ़ता है स्टार्टिंग में, तो है ना। फिर ऐसा लगता है कि साला नेक्स्ट रैंक कब आएगा। हम पिछले कितने टाइम से लाइक चल रहा है मेरा ये, अभी भी 58 पे अटका हूँ मैं।
Why don't you come out and introduce yourselves?
सॉरी 59 है ये।
So you're Lenny. And where's your sister? Ain't she with you today? Save us the trouble and go fetch her for us.
Paimon doesn't like the tone of your voice, mister. Who sent you, huh?
Save your questions, missy. You ain't gonna need answers where you're going. Capiche?
पेंटर
Looks
दे,
like we can't avoid this
अरे
fight.
क्या नाम था रे उसका?
Now, I'm not the strongest fighter, so I hope you're ready to back me up.
Don't worry, we got this.
We got this। चलो भाई इनको मारना है क्या? ठीक बा। अच्छा लैनी दिया है एज अ ट्रायल।
Rain outlines your fate.
Too late for regrets.
Squall and fury.
मैंने डाउनलोड किया था फिर स्टोरी देखकर रख दिया मैंने ऐसे ही।
Vision wielders are always
Oh.
trouble. Intimidation ain't gonna work like it did on the lady.
Come on, let's scram.
Hey, wise guys.
हाँ वैसे इसका स्टोरी बढ़िया है यार, मुझे स्टोरी अच्छा लगा।
Did you catch what they said? Sounds like they just wanted to rub
दो
us up
इसका
and scare cats.
एनीमे आने वाला है, इफ़ यू आर वाचिंग एनीमे एंड ऑल स्टफ। 2025 में समथिंग आएगा इसका एनीमे।
And she acted like
आई डोंट नो 2024 बोल रहे थे ये लोग।
because those guys had threatened her.
लाइक 2024 के एंड में आएगा, समवेयर समथिंग। लेट्स सी 2024 2025। बाकी हाँ, बस मैं स्टोरी की वजह से ही इसको फॉलो कर रहा हूँ अभी तक, है ना। बाकी ज़्यादा उतना कुछ है नहीं। लाइक एक बार तुम एक्सप्लोर कर लो ना इसको पूरा, अभी जो नए मैप्स हैं मेरे बाकी एक्सप्लोर करने, लाइक फॉन्टेन एंड सुमेरू एंड ऑल स्टफ। बाकी जितना पुराना है देख लो, सारा प्रोग्रेशन 100 एवरीथिंग इज़ 100, इवन इन अजूमा एज वेल 100 एंकोनोमिया, चैज़म, है ना। अब बोरिंग लगता है सब, लाइक उतना मज़ा नहीं आता है अब। जब तुम नया नया एक्सप्लोर करते हो ना, लाइक सारी नई नई चीज़ें दिख रही है तुमको, वो अलग ही मज़ा आता है पूरा। अब जो बचा है वो स्टोरी मोड बची है इसका, बस जो स्टोरी है नेक्स्ट आर कॉन्क्वेस्ट कब आएगा, नेक्स्ट वर्जन में आएगा, तो वही है कि यार कॉन्क्वेस्ट फॉलो करो। मैंने इसके टेलीपोर्टेशन वे पॉइंट्स भी अनलॉक नहीं किए अभी तक, एज इट इज़ ही पड़ा है सब। बस यही चीज़ है यार, ये गेम ना टाइम बहुत लेती है, टाइम बहुत कंज्यूम कर। एक ये है, दूसरी है वॉर फ्रेम। हाँ वॉर फ्रेम ट्राई करना, वो भी फ्री गेम है अगर तुम पीसी पे खेलते हो तो। एंड वॉर फ्रेम भी बढ़िया है लगा मेरे को, अच्छा है, ग्राफिक्स बढ़िया है उसके। एंड वो भी टाइम कंज्यूमिंग गेम है, ग्राइंडिंग में बहुत टाइम जाता है। और क्या है, काफ़ी गेम्स खेलता हूँ मैंने, ट्राई कर रखे हैं सारे गेम्स, मेरे को जो अच्छा लगता है मैं कंटिन्यू करता हूँ। बाकी राधे राधे, फिर एक बार खेलो, मैकेनिक्स अच्छा लगा तो ठीक है, नहीं तो छोड़ो। वॉर जोन खेलता हूँ, कॉल ऑफ ड्यूटी, बट वो ऑफ स्ट्रीम होता है मेरा, उसको लेके स्ट्रीम नहीं कर सकता मैं, मेरे स्पेक्स उतने अच्छे नहीं है, सिस्टम हक देगा मेरा। एंड्रॉयड पे अभी आया नहीं है गेम, आने वाला है, टाइम लगेगा थोड़ा।
I know them all. It's been 10 long years, and still every time I try to look
Free
at Caesar's
Fire.
death, how do I know I can trust you?
I'm afraid I can't reveal all the details just because you see. This is a personal matter of the utmost importance. I give you my word.
Okay.
I've heard that Caesar used to have a magic. Do you know where it is?
The Fleuve Cendre. But the place was sealed up by the police after his death.
Oh my.
And no one's been there since. I also know that the Fleuve Cendre is dangerous
Bharat.
territory.
Nice.
Lots of
Understood. Lynette, you stay here and take care of Gemma. Don't...
Got it. But if I'm staying...
I mean, bon appetit. But stay sharp.
Okay. All right.
अच्छा तुम्हारे पास भी कोई रेसिपी होगी शायद, है? नहीं जल्दी दो, चलो। अरे भाई साहब क्या बात है, नाम दिया और लाइक हाँ तैयार है सर जी, ले लो आप। फोंटा वोंटा नहीं चाहिए भाई। इज दिस यप दैट्स अ स्टॉप। ये क्या है, डक कॉन्फिट, आई डोंट नो क्या है ये, डक समथिंग, लेट्स सी। डक, अरे नहीं, अब वो भी नहीं खेल रही, बस ट्रेनिंग पे जाती हूँ 5 मिनट, फिर डायरेक्ट दूसरे दिन ट्रेनिंग। अच्छा फ्री फायर की बात कर रहे हो? वेल आई डोंट नो मच अबाउट फ्री फायर, बट हाँ लोग खेलते हैं। पता नहीं है, फॉर सम रीज़न मेरे को लाइक ये पबजी एंड फ्री फायर उतना अच्छा नहीं लगता है ना। काफ़ी बहुत बड़ा मार्केट है इंडिया के अंदर, बहुत ही बड़ा मार्केट है इन सब का, व्हेन इट कम्स टू द लाइक कंपेटिटिव गेम्स एंड ऑल स्टफ। बट पता ही है मेरे को मैकेनिक्स उतने अच्छे नहीं लगे। हो गया सब कुछ। बाकी 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 नहीं, सॉसेज नहीं बनाने, बीकन नहीं बनाना, चीज़ बनाना पड़ेगा। एक ही पड़ा है चीज़, तो चीज़ बनाएंगे 20 चीज़। हा हा। जैम ख़त्म हो रखा है। ये अच्छा खासा पड़ा है यार मेरे पास। फिश बिल्कुल नहीं भाई। क्रीम, बटर बटर। नेक्स्ट लोकेशन यहाँ पे है, नीचू है। मैं तो ऊपर चला गया। पहले मुझे आता था, अब बोर्ड लगता है FF पे। यार मैं जो दूसरे होते हैं समथिंग, मान लो बच्चे एंड ऑल, इनमें ज़्यादा क्रेज़ देख रहा हूँ इन सब चीज़ों का। उनको बड़ा मज़ा आता है यार। मैं आ गया हूँ बहुत ऊपर। फ्रिज में 6 जाम। अबे यार जाने बे, वो जाम की बात नहीं हो रही है। अच्छा यहाँ पे जाना है, देखो गलत जगह आ गए थे। चलो पप्परा पप्पा। अरे कोई 5 स्टार पुल किया तुमने अपने अकाउंट पे? अभी 18 पे तो लाइक ज़्यादा कुछ विश भी इकट्ठा नहीं होगी अगर तुम F2P प्लेयर हो तो, है ना?
If Gemma gave us the right location, then the workshop should be right nearby. Looks like these boxes are blocking the entrance.
अरे नॉर्मली विज होता है। विज भी नहीं है आज तो स्ट्रीम पे। हाँ विज है ना। अरे कोई ना, बस कलेक्ट करो अच्छे से। प्रीमो कलेक्ट करो, प्रीमो वेस्ट नहीं करना है किसी भी फालतू चीज़ पे। बढ़िया से कलेक्ट करो। और जो तुम्हारा इवेंट बैनर होता है ना, ज़्यादातर प्रीमो उस पे ही पुल करने हैं। F2P प्लेयर हूँ हाँ ना, तो फिर करो यार। देखो ये जो है ना, इसको गलती से भी इसके अंदर कन्वर्ट मत कर देना। इसको इन तीनों पे ही यूज़ करना है। इसको गोली मारो, इसमें कुछ खास है ही नहीं। इसमें जो मिल रहा है ना वो तुमको यहाँ से मिल ही जाएगा कहीं ना कहीं। जब भी 50-50 लॉस करोगे लूज़ करोगे, क्या रे क्या वर्डिंग है। बस वही है। अंदर जाना है क्या इसके? मैजिक वर्कशॉप भाई, डोमेन आया। ये तो डोमेन है। WEI बाकी बढ़िया गेम है यार, खेलो अच्छा है। दिमाग का अच्छा दही होगा। लाइक लिटरली मैं बोलता हूँ कि जो हर जो भी 13+ है ना बच्चा, सबको खेलना चाहिए। अच्छा खासा तुम्हारा माइंड डेवलप होएगा इस चीज़ के अंदर। डिसीजन मेकिंग हो गया, स्ट्रेटजी है ना, एलिमेंट्स कैसे यूज़ करने हैं, जो भी नंबर्स हो गए इसके अंदर, कितना रेशियो रखना है, क्रिट डैमेज, अटैक वगैरह वगैरह। आपकी फर्स्ट स्ट्रीम कैसी थी? पता नहीं यार कैसी होगी, नॉर्मल ऐसे ही बकचोदी पेल रहा था मैं तो, है ना। उतना कुछ खास ख़राब नहीं था। बस हाँ वही एक सीन रहता है थोड़ा नेटवर्क को लेके। अभी सीन ऐसा है ना, वो जो जियो में फ्री आ रहा है ना 5G, वो उसकी वजह से कर रहे हैं लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग, क्योंकि जियो दे रहा है फ्री 5G और 5G का स्पीड बढ़िया चल रहा है, तो लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहे हैं। जिस दिन 5G बंद हो गया मुफ्त का, उस दिन स्ट्रीम भी बंद हो जाएगी। अरे चचा चलो यार।
So this was Caesar's workshop. Nothing
अरे लाइव में क्या होता है यार, कुछ नहीं, बस बोलना रहता है, बोलो भाई, एंटरटेन करो पब्लिक को, है ना। अब बोलने का सीन ऐसा है कि मैं देख के आई, फिर ठीक है देख के आओ।
What was that? Oh, is this one of Caesar's gadgets? Guess we must have triggered some
Ah.
sort of device.
क्या बात है।
Now disappear.
अच्छा ये वो कैरेक्टर है यार, व्हाट द हेल, लेट मी चेक। ये इसका सिग्नेचर वेपन है, ओके। नहीं वही है, क्योंकि ना यहाँ पे काफ़ी चेक किया मैं, ब्रॉडबैंड कोई अवेलेबल है नहीं ढंग का। अरे अवेलेबल ढंग का छोड़ो भाई, कोई भी ब्रॉडबैंड अवेलेबल नहीं है। तो वही सीन है।
No, my sword. Let me leave you alone. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Unsightly insects.
कोई देख रहा मेरे सिवा, सारे देख रहे तेरे सिवा।
Mess with me. Tuh. Gears of the sword.
And voila.
यार मैं वेट कर रहा हूँ आर्लेकिनो का, आर्लेकिनो कब आएगी यार, उसको पुल करना है।
Rain outlines your fate.
Except the wind rises.
Whoa. Look. The doll in the box is glowing.
भाई उड़ गई भाई, डॉल उड़ गई, देख रहे हो।
There's something written on the card on this doll. Let's take a closer look.
स्टार्ट। स्थर्थो स्थर्थो। अच्छी है आपकी फर्स्ट स्ट्रीम। स्ट्रीम के अलावा भी लाइक मैं पहले ना जब टाइम निकाल के कंटेंट बनाता था इस चीज़ पे, आई यूज़ टू लाइक अपलोड ऑल काइंड ऑफ फैक्ट्स अबाउट जिनशिन, और जो भी ईस्टर एग स्टोरीज होती थी वो भी मैं करता था, और जो भी लाइक मिस्ट्री होती थी वो भी रिवील करता था मैं। तो स्ट्रीम के ऑफ भी लाइक पहले नॉर्मल वीडियो अपलोड करता था, है ना। स्ट्रीमिंग बाद में चालू किया, उसके पहले मैं जैसे ऐसे गेम प्ले रिकॉर्ड करके इसके वीडियोस अपलोड कर। ये क्या है, ये क्या है?
These magic boxes are moving. What do we do?
One of them looks different from the rest.
अरे 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 चचा भाग गए, कहाँ भाग गए? What the fuck? ओनली 1% वॉचिंग, इसलिए तो मैं ही देख रही हूँ, हाँ ना भाई, आप ही देख रहे हो। ओके द ग्लोइंग वाला है, उसको मारना है। अरे 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 अरे, वेयर आर यू गोइंग? बटरफ्लाई बटरफ्लाई गुड। मुझसे ना हो पाएगा वो सब, है ना। Butterfly, butterfly, where are you going?
Got it. We're supposed to find the box that lit up at the start, right? There should be another wish list inside. Let's keep trying.
अच्छा तो बिगिनिंग से स्टार्ट होगा। अपना बॉक्स ये रहा। मिल गया, कहाँ जाओगी? Where are you going? अबे यार मैं दिमाग में सारा टाइम मीम ही चलते रहते हैं।
That's weird. Have we reached the end already? There's nothing here. wasted trip.
This place seems a little too ordinary for a magician's workshop. There's a distinct lack of mystery. We've triggered quite a few devices on the way here. I'm starting to... If so, then there must be more to this place than meets the eye. Maybe a hidden room somewhere. Aha! If I just move this book, then hopefully... And... presto!
सीक्रेट दरवाजा खुला भाई साहब.
I'm a magician too, and apparently looks pretty
Oh,
big
chest.
inside. Let's...
Chest. Give me that chest. Sorry, space bar दबा रहा हूँ. Where are you going? अरे कब तक लाइव चलने वाली है? गोल तो ऐसा है कि ये क्वेस्ट ख़त्म करके ही लाइव बंद करूँ, है ना? तो शायद 12 बज जाए.
Here comes the finale.
मेरे ख्याल से ये लास्ट है. ये डोमेन के बाद क्वेस्ट ख़त्म हो जाएगी, है ना? क्योंकि एंड में डोमेन आता है हर कैरेक्टर क्वेस्ट के अंदर. सो दिस इज द लास्ट पार्ट. गुलाब जैसन क्या है? खिलेल बहु तुम. अबे यार क्या है? मीम चालू कर दिए यार यहाँ तो.
Squall and Fury.
मैं गलती से इलो बैम. अरे इत्तू सा ना लास्ट में बच क्यों जाता है ये इत्तू सा? आपको है ना बोलने की आदत है. मेरी एक टीचर को भी. ये सिंबल बीच में क्यों आता है?
Let me check this out for a second while you guys go on ahead.
हाँ, टीचर
If
को
anyone
भी
makes a major discovery,
थी
let's
ऐसी
run over
आदत.
here.
तो मैं और मेरे फ्रेंड्स काउंट करते थे कि उन्होंने कितनी बार है ना बोला है. अच्छा. सो ब्यूटीफुल, सो एलिगेंट, लुकिंग लाइक अ वाओ. इसका यही चलेगा. अब ये मीम लिखेगी बैठी बैठी. पता नहीं यार, आदत का मुझे मालूम नहीं है. शायद हो सकता है. गुलाब. अच्छा, डोंट टेल मी. इसको हम पूरा करना है. 1 2 3 4 5 6. हाँ, पीछू जा, पीछू. नाइस. हा हो गया. तुम थी, मैं थी, कौन था पता नहीं भाई. मैं तो नहीं था. मैं नहीं था भाई. मेरे को माफ करो. मेरी को माफ करो. कुछ मिला. डायरी मिली, डायरी. सर पे फोड़ ले अपने.
At one of my shows, a few has a joke, so I
Yep.
Two children came to talk to me. Anyway, I told them that it seems like surely he's. I have a good. They have also. They wanted to call with time. Gemma thinks so. It's nearly time for me to go on tour.
I once overheard. It's only been 10. They're very
देखो
tall
हालांकि
and high.
बकचोदी लगाए
That's the
बैठे
thing
हो
about
तुम
them, I
लोग
can
हैं
see after thinking. P.S. P.P.S. Oh, see.
तुम थी मैं थी कौन था
Two magic geniuses
हम बोल
with a
रहे
father and a mission, huh? Sounds a lot like he was writing about Linny and Lynette. So did they meet?
कौन बोल रहे हम बोल रहे पकचंद सीटी कुरीता मोरे ने अपड़ी नंदते तुरी तुरी
Linny?
Shh, hold that thought. As I expected, there's a lot of fishy things going on in this place.
Fishy?
All in good time. Before we go over our new
New
leads,
leads,
I
I
want
want
to
to
tell you how a
know.
high-altitude escape is performed. First,
अच्छा
the magician slots themselves into a magic box in full view of the
हाँ,
audience.
TikTok
The
वाले
box is then suspended high in the air, and a short while later, the base automatically opens. At this point, a dummy will fall out of the box, but it looks real enough to grab the audience's attention, and they start wailing and screaming. Meanwhile, the real magician, who is by
पेटीएम
now
जाने वाला है
plugged into the
पता है
crowd,
जी नहीं
waits for
पता
a good
हमको
moment to make their appearance and put on a hysterical performance. Oh no! Is that me? Did I just fall to my death?
Very vivid description. Paimon can really picture it. And then what?
The audience's gaze then turns to the magician, and by the time they realize what's happened,
हाँ
the
मतलब है
dummy
कुछ
has vanished.
कुछ
As if
सीन है
everything that
पेटीएम
just
का
happened
क्या
was
है
some sort
मुझे
of
नहीं पता
shared
ठीक से
illusion.
बट हाँ शायद
Of course,
जा
that's
सकता
just
है
how I think the inventor of this trick never. He fell right to the
कोई
ground
ना
from
भाई
the
अपन
highest
पेटीएम
point of
नहीं
the
यूज
opera
कर दे
house. No one could hope to survive that fall, not without a vision at least. And no one else has ever.
So Caesar's Paimon was about data second. So if a dummy's supposed to drop out of the box, then where does the real magician go? How does he get out?
Glad you asked. That brings this box right here is the one that Caesar constructed himself to use in the
15 मार्च के बाद
performance.
कोई
And
भी
it's
यूज
not
नहीं
as
कर पाएगा
simple as it
पेटीएम
looks.
ओके
Inside, once the
लग
magician's
गए
inside and the box is lifted up into from where they're standing, they have a clear view of the front, sides, and bottom, but the back and the top are now no longer visible. At this point, the magician presses a button inside the box, opening a secret door out of view. He then escapes through this trap door onto the opera house roof, waits for the dummy
नहीं
to fall
जाने
and
वाला
distract the
मैंने
audience,
पेटीएम
and
के
quietly
शेयर
returns to
ले
ground level.
रखे हैं ओके
That's way simpler than Paimon imagined.
Well, there's a little more to it than that, of course. There's the falling dummy, the miraculous reappearance, the pompous performing. Many days and nights of careful research and painstaking practice would have gone into this, all culminating in a performance just a few minutes long, but one that still manages to transform the shock and grief of a tragic accident. Caesar was a highly accomplished magician.
So, how did it go?
I can make a pretty... I looked into the case files. The magic box Caesar was using at the time of his death had the secret button I mentioned positioned on the right-hand side.
Okay. Nothing.
But here's the strange thing. Most of the devices in this workshop have the mechanism on the left-hand side, including this box right here, which leads me to believe that Caesar was in fact left-handed.
किसी रूम में I'm not sure where you are going with this
Because
yeah
a magician can't afford to have their most basic habits stand out too much. People naturally focus their attention on the most important details of the task or situation at hand. But a magician needs to be able to redirect an audience's attention at will, so as to avoid arousing their suspicion. The essence of magic is getting people to believe a lie. If even the truth raises eyebrows, the falsehoods become all the more difficult to mask. And so, Caesar trained himself to use his right hand to align with his audience's expectations. Great magic always requires sacrifices. But in his most stressful and nerve-wracking moments, and when no one was exactly, I think that's likely what happened. Caesar would have been under a lot of time pressure during the escape. He'd have had mere seconds to open the hidden compartment, retrieve the dummy, then open the secret door and make a swift escape. but I'm sure he was confident.
यही अनोइंग लगता है
He
यार,
rehearsed
इन लोगों ने ना
countless
लाइक
times to the point where
स्टोरी
it was
क्वेस्ट
second
हो गए
nature.
या कौन क्वेस्ट हो
He
गए,
barely
इतने
need to
खींच
think about
खींच
what
के
he was
लंबे कर
doing
दिए ना,
because
चार
muscle
चार
memory
घंटे,
would guide him through.
4 घंटे का
So
क्वेस्ट है
he
और बस
opened the
चपट चपट
compartment,
चलता है
took out
इनका,
the
और
dummy,
तुम्हारे पास
checked
स्किप
everything
करने
was
का
in
भी
order,
ऑप्शन नहीं
and
है.
then went to leave.
ये अनोइंग
With his
लगता है.
left hand, he reached for the button, and suddenly his heart skipped a beat. It wasn't there. Much like when you reach for your keys but find your pocket empty, his mind needed a moment to process what was going on. Instinctively, his left hand would keep feeling around for the missing, with the stakes being as high as they were. Just a 2-second delay.
When in reality, someone switched the button? How would they be able to make this?
It would have to have been someone who knew that he... Isn't that right, Lorenzo?
You just couldn't let sleeping dogs lie, could you? There's not a lot of people who'd go to all this trouble for some magician who died 10 years ago. But I gave you your chance. I hoped you'd do what's good for you and back...
You mean Gemma? So you are the one who's been threatening her!
Yes, although however stubborn she might be, she was never much of a liability. But you people, which is why you can't leave this place alive. Take them out, and make it quick.
Do you?
ठीक बा, मार खा लो तुम.
Step right up. No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Let me read you a verse.
Dare to mess with me?
Adventure time.
The wind rises.
अरे अरे अरे, ये कहाँ से आ गया?
Too late for regrets. No, my sword. I'm going in. Rain cutter. We'll see it. A round of applause.
हाँ. Bam. इतने से एचपी बच क्यों जाता है यार? नाइस. मारो मारो मारो, भागो और भाग. बढ़िया से कोई इफेक्ट नहीं दिया इन लोगों ने हैं?
You kids are tougher than you look.
Had enough yet, Lorenzo? I think it's high time you...
He was just an amateur who did cheap tricks for gullible children. I was the one who made magic into the fine art it is today. The aristocrat...
So it was jealous.
Jealousy. Hatred, more like.
Uh-huh.
I hated Caesar. All he cared about was his magic. He lived and breathed it. He poured everything into his street performances and his stupid tours like it was just a hobby to him, never bothering to think about Mora. What sort of fool devotes their life to the art of deception?
ठीक है भाई, देखो यार, हमको नहीं जानना तुम्हारा पर्सनल स्टोरी, ठीक है?
Looked up to him. Amazing. So amazing that he was completely broke. Every other apprentice was living it up at their master's expense, but no, not me. I put in all the work, mastered all. And with his reputation in Fontaine, it was too risky for me to go it alone.
अगर इन लोगों को स्किप का ऑप्शन देना चाहिए कि जहाँ पे लाइक स्किप करो, पैराग्राफ आ जाएगा, पूरा कॉन्वर्सेशन का पैराग्राफ पढ़ लो, है ना? और बस सिनेमैटिक्स दिखा दो जो आते हैं मेन. इट वुड बी इनफ. बाकी तो तुम आर्चीव के अंदर जाके पूरा क्वेस्ट, पूरा स्टोरी लाइक वर्ड टू वर्ड पढ़ सकते हो.
It was reason enough. What other motive would I need?
Well, I was up
In love with Gemma. Don't be ridiculous.
Guess I was wrong about that then.
I am. Caesar, what? I never bought into any of that. That's just how I still...
So, that's the...
What choice do I have? So be it.
Very well. Traveler, Paimon, keep an eye on Lorenzo for me. I'll meet you just...
भाई हमका काम पे ला के चला गया भाई, देख रहे हो? इसके ऊपर आंख रखेंगे कि हम तो डोमेन लीव करेंगे. और चोमो इधर आ. अबे यार, इसको मारना है. हाँ हाँ.
Dare to mess with me?
लीव कर रहे डोमेन। बहुत हुई गवाह, बहुत हुई गवाह।
Lily has told me the
ओह,
whole
गार्ड को
story.
लेके आया भाई ये, ठीक है भाई।
Lorenzo, do you confess to the murder of Caesar and to framing him for the Phantom Weasel's crimes?
Look who's finally developed a conscience. What kind of disciple murders their own master? I hope it was worth it.
स्लेव बनाना बस आता है इन्हें। वैसे ये लोग अभी जेल के अंदर ही है, यहाँ से सीधा इसको सेल में शिफ्ट करो।
Let me think. Let's rendezvous.
ये कस्ट हो गया ख़त्म। वहाँ पे क्यों भेज रहे हो वापस? कोर्ट ऑफ फाउंटेन मतलब बाहर है, ऊपर की तरफ, अंदर नहीं जाएंगे फिर से। गुलाब चाहिए। अबे यार ये मत याद दिला भाई, ये सब मीम वाली चीज़ है। अपने ही मेंबर को मार रहे हो, इताची हो क्या? नहीं, मेरा मेंबर नहीं था वो। एंड यार इताची बनना आसान नहीं है यार।
I've only just finished my third dessert.
Your third? Lynette, come on. We've talked about this. Everything in moderation.
ये पैमॉन से भी बड़ी बुक्कड़ निकली यार।
For dinner now.
That's fine.
तीसरा
I'll shift
डिजर्ट।
to exercise mode and jog off the.
That's besides the point.
Point taken.
Did everything go okay?
Of course.
Gosh, I had my suspicions about Lorenzo, but I...
It's okay, but you don't need to be...
Sorry. I always wanted to... I was so afraid.
Dude.
Thank you all.
इताची बनना takes guts bro, not just guts. It
Thank
takes
you
everything.
all for clearing Caesar's name. I never would have at least his soul.
Don't blame you. Cheer up, Gemma. My brother's doing a magic show at the Opera House tomorrow evening. Would you like to come along? It might raise your spirits. This show will be a special one.
मारने बड़ा मजा आता है, मारने में बड़ा मजा आता है।
In Caesar's honor.
Great. We'll see you tomorrow evening.
Don't worry, we'll be there. No, where? Wait.
Yes, खत्म करो
Feels
यार।
like we're forgetting something. Oh yeah, Caesar's diary. We
मैं
never found out if the two kids Caesar taught magic to were Linny and Lynette or not. Linny changed the topic back in the workshop, so we didn't get a chance to bring it up. Oh well. Guess we'll just have to ask Linny tomorrow evening.
अच्छा, टुमारो इवनिंग। भाई आज की रात सही है, स्वॉर्ड लो और खत्म कर दो क्लैन को। ना ना ना,
Squall and Fury.
Too late for regrets. No, my sword.
The wind rises.
मार दीस, मारी नाख्यो, तोड़ी नाख्यो। कोई मारा नहीं देता इसलिए गेम में मारती हूँ सबको मैं। दैट्स व्हाई गेम्स आर मेड डू। सारा फ्रस्ट्रेशन यहाँ निकालो। हाँ अच्छा वेट करना है 18, 20, नेक्स्ट इवनिंग। यार ये नेक्स्ट वाला जो कॉन्सेप्ट है ना मेरे को समझ नहीं आता। 18 का समथिंग 18 ओके। अबे मेरे को लगा यार खत्म हो जाना चाहिए था क्वेस्ट साला। क्वेस्ट खत्म करो भाई। 20 मिनट बचे हैं तुम्हारे पास खत्म करने के लिए। बड़ा दूर है, बड़ा दूर है। भाई कबूतर कबूतर एवरीवेयर कबूतर, वेरी मच कबूतर। अबे ये देख रहे हो तुम? एक मिनट एक काम करते हैं। वेट अ मिनट, जी दबाओ ज़रा and let's see if I can catch this thing. Cannot be captured. That's a sad. Pop 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 pop. Figaro, 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 Figaro. भागो। अच्छा अपन इसके अंदर आए। यहाँ पे क्या ट्रायल चल रहा है किसी का? पहले तो कोई पब्लिक नहीं थी, अचानक कितने सारे आ गए।
Not this time. My brother's going solo today. So, I'll be watching with you.
Good evening, ladies and gent. The great magician Linny has prepared a spectacular show for us all tonight, concluding with
ओके बाय दीदी भैया से जल्दी इतना। अरे बाय 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 सी या टेक केयर।
Thank you all so much for coming.
अभी सिनेमैटिक्स आएगी इसकी।
Exciting stuff, isn't it?
Yes, it's just...
No wonder. So,
Children love math, and somehow I felt drawn to
that sounds so...
It was...
Oh, that's so...
Is that right? After all, you never know when the...
That's right. Paimon doesn't really know how to comfort you, but at the very least, no one's gonna be intimidating you from now on. You can breathe easy.
Right. Yes, you can breathe easy now. Phantom Weasel.
See? Even Lynette's... Wait, what? The Phantom Weasel? Lorenzo escaped? Where is he?
What do you mean?
As Linny once said, a performer's job is to commit fully to their role and put on a flawless performance for their audience. But once the bag of tricks is empty and the curtain falls, it's time to end the show. The spotlight is no place for someone with no more cards. It's been 10 years, Gemma. Aren't you tired of the grieving widow act? I think it's time to put an end to it.
What are you talking about?
लड्डू पीला कलर माउस कलर बे यार सू करते।
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all enjoying. There will now be a brief intermission, after which the final performance will take place outside of the Opera House. So please...
The Phantom Weasel never did like public places. Don't worry, this place will be quiet soon.
Give me a sec. Gimme. अब कहाँ जाना है? बाहर जाना है फिर से। क्यों भाई? अंदर भेज रहे हो बाहर भेज रहे हो? अच्छा इधर को ही जाना है क्या? टुम्बचकु टुम्बचकु चिकचिकु।
Dear me, this is awkward, isn't it? And unfortunately, I'm all out of gadgets, so I'm afraid I can't do any tricks to liven up the mood. This is a big mistake for a magician to make, but thankfully, I do have a backup plan.
Lenny? Don't we have more important things to address right? Lynette accused Gemma of being the real Phantom Weasel a moment ago. Oh, what the heck's going on?
All in good time. Magicians are good at guessing what people are thinking. I know the questions you want to ask. And as it happens, the story I'm about to tell might answer a few of them.
Really?
Let's go back to the very beginning. A decade ago, when the Phantom Weasel was terrorizing the court of Fontaine. She never missed a target, never left a trace, and no treasure was safe from her thieving hands. But as her infamy grew, so did the readiness of the police, and her opportunities to act became
तो
ever
वही है
fewer.
Phantom Weasel.
Every day, she ran the risk of being exposed for who she was. Of course, she could not simply take this lying down, and before long, she found her ticket to freedom. She would create a scapegoat, a false weasel to close the chapter on her behalf. After weighing her options, she set her sights on a renowned magician, Caesar. After all, magic and theft shared enough similarities for people to buy the story when the truth came out.
So, being the master deceiver she was, the weasel easily earned Caesar's trust. Now, all that remained was to frame him for her countless crimes. But as she was considering how to make her move, she noticed Caesar's aggrieved pupil, and a new thought entered her mind. Maybe I don't need to get my hands dirty after all. At her encouragement, Lorenzo tampered with Caesar's magic box, causing him to fall to his death. Afterwards, Lorenzo seized his master's property, and the weasel set about tarnishing Caesar's reputation. Two co-conspirators committed the perfect crime.
अब समझा.
I've got to hand it to you. You're both exceptional storytellers. It's enough to make even me wonder whether there was really another mastermind behind all this, pulling the strings. But I just have one question. You seem to think that I am the villain in this tale. What's brought this on, Linny? Is it something that Lorenzo said?
Don't worry, Lorenzo said nothing at all. But I never believed that he was the weasel, and in fact, my investigation only made me more certain of that. He was too forthcoming with his confession, as if there was something else he was trying to hide.
How disappointing. So you'd sooner trust Lorenzo than me? Even without a shred of evidence?
A magician is an expert at playing the audience to get the result they want. And I have no doubt that you, Gemma, are equally talented in this regard. With a little help from Lorenzo, you put on a very convincing performance. The lovesick fiancé, whose devotion to her betrothed is unshakable, even under threats of violence. Caesar was maligned and hated by all for 10 years, but you? Everyone sympathized with your plight. Who would suspect for 1 second that the lovely young lady always seen weeping in front of Caesar's grave was actually the mastermind behind his demise?
Wait, so you mean the whole intimidation thing was just a hoax? Gemma and Lorenzo were both in on it?
Yep.
But why would Lorenzo agree to that? And why didn't he sell her out even at the end instead of admitting to being the...
Yes, why indeed? Maybe Gemma herself could enlighten us on that question.
Well, Linny, if you're so confident in your version of events, then I think the answer should be obvious. Having killed Caesar with his own hands, Lorenzo was plagued by overwhelming guilt. Revealing the Phantom Weasel's true identity would serve no purpose. But if the Weasel remained free, then she could take care of Lorenzo's loved ones.
An excellent answer, though sadly a little dull.
Is that right? Well, don't let me bore you. If you'd care to change the topic to something more interesting, I'd be much obliged.
As a matter of fact, there's one thing I'd really like to understand. Why would the real Weasel have targeted things that only have value to other people? Could you shed any light on that?
Of course. After all, we're just telling stories here, aren't we? If I had to guess, I would say that the real Weasel must have had a terrible childhood. Left to fend for herself after her parents died young. Betrayed, scorned, beaten. She'd scrounge waste paper from garbage bins to draw on, using twigs and dirt for lack of ink and pen. She'd sew ugly rag dolls from whatever scrap material she could get her hands on. This was her only source of happiness in life. But once again, she was betrayed. And this time, everything was taken from her. She felt like life was a miry pit that dragged her. This was a fate too cruel for anyone to bear. Her pain became a breeding ground for dark thoughts. I detest the happiness of others. In all its forms alike, I will rob them of everything they hold to be good and true. And it will fill the void in—
That's some pretty heavy
Now it all makes sense.
Does this story satisfy you, Linny?
Yes, it is quite to my tastes.
Huh. That's right, because without that, none of this would have—
She didn't write the letter.
After 10 long years, I'd hoped that the Phantom Weasel would be consigned to the history books by now. But it seems like someone still wasn't ready to let her finally be at peace. Linny. Or should I call you the Phantom Copycat now? You were the one who posted that letter outside the Opera House.
Very sharp, Phantom Weasel. Still as shrewd as ever. Well, no need for me to be coy about it. Our goal was to clear
क्या?
Caesar's name.
कुरकुरे मांग रही है कहाँ?
The most straightforward way to change the public's impression of Caesar was to force the Weasel to show themselves.
That's it? You had no—
Of course we did. We made it quite clear in the letter, I believe. I shall take from you that which you hold most dear, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
10 years ago? You mean Caesar's death? Wait. Oh, I get it. You were those two obnoxious kids. It's been so long, and you're all grown up now. He taught you magic back then, didn't he?
Oh.
For what, 10 days or something? And you went to all this trouble. Why?
We remember all our debts, however great or small. 10 years ago, Caesar's reputation was torn to shreds, and his legacy was thrown out. 10 years on, and no one cares what the truth is anymore. But we did not forget, and so we came to find you.
And? What exactly did you take from me? I'm still standing, as you can see. Lorenz—
Free? Do you really think so? Caesar once told me that even though the world is filled with lies and falsehoods, we must find our own truth. I think that applies to you too. Truth can take many forms. Prized possessions with nostalgic value, fervent hopes and dreams, and irreplaceable people. Life took many things from you, and those wounds never healed. When they ached unbearably in the dead of night.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that for the last 10 years, you've been living a rather uneventful life. Perhaps that's because you found something other than a life of crime to fill the hole. Back to Lorenzo for a second. He murdered his own master, played along with your act, and took pains to make sure any suspicion would be directed towards him. But what did he have to gain from all that? He knew who you were and the things you'd done, and despite that, he was willing to give everything up for your sake. He's the reason that you haven't felt the compulsion to steal in all these years. You're more than just accomplices in murder. You're the only real friends each other has. So I think you know, deep down, that he is the only truth you have in your life. But that truth is gone now. And I guarantee you, you'll never...
Congratulations on your freedom, Gemma.
Your freedom will cost you dearly. From now on...
Gather round, one and all. The time has now come for the amazing Linny to perform his final act in tonight's show. I'm sure you're all wondering what he has planned for the grand finale. Well, wonder no more, for the answer is a death-defying high-altitude escape.
A high-altitude escape?
I'm sure you all remember the magician Caesar. This was the very trick that led to his fatal
Oh
fall.
yeah, typical story.
After which he was
Typical
dubbed the
story.
Phantom Weasel.
इसका मास्टर जिस ट्रिक में फेल हुआ था, नहीं कर पाया था, वही सेम चीज़ ये परफॉर्म करेगा, यू नो. अपन सेम काइंड ऑफ स्टोरी देख चुके हैं लाइक तूफान के अंदर.
Guess that's my cue to leave. Whew. I've been practicing this one for ages now, but I'm still a little nervous. Traveler, Paimon, I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. There may be a lot of people watching tonight, but...
ठीक है भाई, चलो.
Lenny, you two hid a lot from Caesar. He went to his grave without ever knowing your secrets. So what if you don't have to tell lies to end up isolated and alone?
You're wrong. I'm nothing like you.
So,
Like Lenny said, when you're ready, let's head outside.
But what about Gemma?
She'll figure out what's best for her soon enough. Oh, and if you'd like to see Lenny after the show, you know where he'll be. The usual.
Alright. Well, let's go and watch.
ठीक है भाई, अपन शो देखने जाएंगे बाहर की तरफ. चलिए भाई, पब्लिक इकट्ठा कर रखी है इन लोगों ने.
Quit following me.
पब्लिक रात हो गई है, क्या बात है. वाओ.
Magic should be mysterious, surprising, and defy logic. Magic is hard work. Every single movement has to be practiced thousands of times.
It's alright. We're used to that.
We're sorry. You've taught us so much, but we can't tell you the whole truth.
It's okay. Do you still remember what I told you? This world is full of lies and falsehoods. I only hope that one day you can find your own truth.
What about you? Have you found your truth?
Magic is my truth. I want to perform a magic trick so great that people will always think of me when they talk about it. For a magician, what greater honor could there be?
शायद आज सारी रात स्ट्रीम चलेगी. ना ना ना, बस लास्ट सिनेमैटिक है ये. खत्म.
10 years ago, Caesar attempted this very trick, and it was at this precise moment
Wow.
that...
Watch out!
Mysterious.
वाओ. यार ये जो इनका आर्ट स्टाइल है ना यार, इतना बढ़िया लग रहा है मेरे को.
And logic defying. Isn't that right? This honor belongs to you, Caesar. I'm just sorry it's a little late.
falling, and the next, he turned into flowers.
How could he possibly have done that?
How mysterious. I didn't blink once. He just vanished. Right in what a heart-stopping magic show. This was really worth the trip. Caesar's name has finally been cleared, and Fontaine's new star magician Linny has fulfilled a wish on his behalf. Oh, I couldn't ask for a better grand finale.
Looks like everyone really loved Winnie's grand finale. Paimon doesn't see Linny anywhere. Where'd he go?
ऊपर से आएगा.
Lynette said he'd be waiting for us at the usual hunt. But,
Cemetery?
Oh, you mean the one where Caesar's buried?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably... Alright, let's go look for...
Okay. Dude यार एक कंट्रोलर लग रहा है मेरे को कि ना एक कंट्रोलर ले लेना चाहिए. इजी रहेगा. शांति से यार बैठ के खेल सकते हो तुम. हाँ, ये तो सुबह है मेरे भाई के लिए. भाई यार ठीक है मतलब पूरा टाइम टेबल उल्टा है अपना.
Magic is a performance art. A magician has to get creative to keep the audience on tenterhooks. I was honestly a little nervous during the live performance. The thought of falling, suddenly feeling weightless, seeing the sky and the ground spinning and spinning. Sometimes I can't help but wonder what Caesar thought in those final moments. Did he regret taking Gemma and Lorenzo on?
You know, Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something ever since we were in Caesar's workshop. You learned magic from Caesar once, didn't you?
After I joined the House of the Hearth. To be honest, Lynette and I had an agenda when I told you about my past before, remember?
सरस.
As a young boy, I survived by but I quickly realized that I needed to learn how to improve my sleight of hand, hone my misdirection skills, and make niftier props. We were gifted enough that we...
So that's why you sought
Yes. In all, we only spent 10... For instance, when he asked, but in truth, there was all... What amazed me was how the trust is a beautiful...
Linny.
Still worried about the way I feel? You really are a gentle soul, aren't you? But don't worry, I'm used to it now. From the mansions of the elite to the House of the Hearth, lies and selfishness have followed me and Lynette everywhere we go. After Caesar went on tour, we became busy with our missions. The next we heard of him was that he'd fallen to his death, and was now declared to be the Phantom Weasel. That night, I remembered his smile. But as I lay there, to keep secrets is to put up walls. The longer you keep them up, the less you let people in. Then, one day, you look around and realize your life is like an empty auditorium after a show, full of seats once occupied by all the people who left. But I guess that's the price we have to pay. You only realize how much someone really meant to you when you lose them completely.
Yeah, cheer up, Linny.
थोड़ी मजा.
We've had to say our fair share of goodbyes during our journey too. But whatever happens, Paimon always believes in what tomorrow brings. Delicious food, fun toys, and the traveler by my side. Paimon just needs to focus on things like this, and all the unhappy stuff goes right out the window.
ना भाई, झूठी पाइमॉन को घंटा फर्क नहीं पड़ता है भाई. ट्रैवलर हो ना हो, उसको खाना चाहिए बस. बुक्कड़ एक नंबर की.
We are the truest thing each other has in the world, and nothing can replace that. Life has taken plenty from us, like it did from Gemma. But at least it left us with each other. That's what gave us the strength to get through the darkest days. That's why the darkness never consumed me, and why it never will. Maybe we live in the shadows too, but we remember every precious ray of light that shines through. Alright, time to lighten this conversation up a little. What did you think of the show tonight? Were you happy with it?
It was amazing! Lenny, could you two just...
Whoa, that's a bit of a tall order, I'm afraid. The show's just finished, so my sleeves are decidedly card-free right now.
Aw, come on! Surely you can think of something. The Lenny Paimon knows can do anything.
Oh, all right then. I'll give it a go, but watch closely. I have a flower in my hand.
You liar! There's nothing in your...
Huh? My goodness, you're right. But I could have sworn...
3, 2, 1.
Now, have another look around. Maybe the flowers appeared somewhere else.
Really? Let's see.
दिख रहा है
Wow, there it is! Oh, this is a different flower from the last time, right? This one, but more importantly, Paimon has to know how the trick is done. Please, Lenny,
Well, if you want to learn magic, you'll have to start by addressing me as teacher.
Fine. Please, teacher, please.
Since you asked so nicely...
Is that it?
Look at the time. We shouldn't linger here too long. Thanks again for coming to see my show. I bid you both good night. I look forward to seeing...
All right, shall we head back down too? Oh, Paimon Count, let's head to the Steambird's office.
ओ अबे अभी तक खत्म नहीं हुआ है ये अबे इनके भैंस की यार ओके टाटा हाँ टाटा बाय गुड नाइट चेक इट आउट क्या चेक इट आउट भाई स्टोरी क्वेस्ट Forgotten thief.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? Just tell it like
कौन सी चल रही है ये? Dude. Next morning 8:12. मेरे को लगा खत्म हो जाना चाहिए था यार ये गजब बेइज्जती है. That's why you know I hate quest and all stuff यार इतना फालतू टाइम लेते हैं ये लोग.
maybe that's their problem.
हाँ ठीक है भाई चलो ऑफिस चलो. अच्छा इसके अंदर जाना है फिर से. यो अबे यार डोंट टेल मी नीचे जंप करने के बाद साला अबे यार तुम्हारी भैंस की आँख
I'm very sorry, Charlotte, but my sister and I are quite busy today. I'm afraid we'll have to decline this interview.
Oh, please, Lenny. I'll only take a moment of your time. If you would... Huh? What's happening here? I spent all night writing my piece about the Phantom Weasel, and it was going to go to print this morning. But just as dawn broke, I suddenly received news that Caesar's fiancée, Gemma, had contacted the guards and confessed to having been the real Phantom Weasel all along.
That was quick.
Too late, bro.
That was quick, you say? It sounds like I've got some catching up to do. Please, fill me in. Whoops.
पायमोन हर जगह हक देती
My
है.
instincts did not lead me astray.
Maybe watching my high-altitude escape trick reminded her of a better time with Caesar, and she could no longer ignore the voice of her conscience.
Okay then. Wait, no, there must be more to it. If that's all it took for her to have a change of heart. Oh, I remember now. You and Gemma were nowhere to be found after the show. What happened between you? quick-fire question. Where did you all go after the
12 से 6 नेट अनलिमिटेड आता है।
Lenny did a private magic trick just for us.
साथ में जाएंगे।
That
अच्छा वी यूज करते हो?
What?
I don't know.
मैं कर सकता हूँ, सारी रात स्ट्रीम कर सकता हूँ मैं, पर
Did Paimon say something wrong again?
नहीं यार फिर, क्योंकि मेरे को देख रहा हूँ या थोड़ा सोच रहा हूँ, थोड़े बहुत वीडियोस देखूंगा या तो थोड़ा बहुत वॉर जोन खेलूंगा।
Forgive my persistence, but when there's apparently one of the...
All right, I guess I'll leave you to continue the rest of your conversation in peace.
Bye for now.
अब खत्म हुआ ये।
Oh, really?
भाई ये ज़्यादा था, ये ज़्यादा था, बहुत ज़्यादा था, 2 घंटे का था समथिंग।
Please, take good care. I'd be really upset if...
हाँ खत्म, देख रहे हो बहुत टाइम लगा भाई, दिमाग का दही करना इनसे सीखे। बैग में कुछ मिला है, देखते क्या मिला है। टेबल मिला है, यहाँ पे मोमेंटो दे रखे हर एक क्वेस्ट के, हर एक उसके। ये देखो ये मिला एक, फिर एक और मिला होगा शायद। ये कुछ पजल पीसीस है जो मैंने अभी सॉल्व नहीं किए, ये लगाने हैं टैबलेट्स के अंदर। ये स्लेट है, इसको लगाएंगे हम टावर के अंदर, एंड बाकी है ये सारे पजल सॉल्व करने बाकी है। देख रहे हो? अरे 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 नहीं 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 नहीं, गलती से। वी मेरे पास दोनों पड़े हैं, मेरे पास जियो भी है वी भी है। तो मैं पहले ये करता था कि ज़्यादातर मैं रात को ही यूज़ करता हूँ, मतलब रात को जाग रहा होता हूँ मैं, तो मेरा चलता है फ्री वाला रात को, और सुबह यूज़ करो। सुबह पहले नॉर्मली जो तुम्हारा 3 GB आ रहा है 2 GB आ रहा है वो ख़त्म करो, ख़त्म हो जाए उसके बाद स्विच कर लो जियो पे। अभी तो जियो में 5G चल रहा है अनलिमिटेड, तो अभी तो जियो यूज़ करता हूँ। अदरवाइज़ वही सीन रहता है, बाकी जितना इकट्ठा हो वीक के अंदर वो सैटरडे संडे यूज़ करो। पहले बचा के रखे था सैटरडे संडे समथिंग लाइक, जितना भी इकट्ठा हो सैटरडे संडे बचा के रखो, एंड ऐसा कुछ अपडेट आए गेम का तो तब काम आता था। एक और क्वेस्ट उठा सकते हैं अपन, बट सोच रहा हूँ ये सारे के सारे फाउंटेन वाले क्वेस्ट है, इसको छोड़ के एक्ट 1 एक्ट 1 एक्ट 1 एक्ट 1। सो करते कल को करते। चलिए इसी के साथ यहीं पे बंद करते हैं। जितने भी लोग आए हैं आज, बैठे हैं, जुड़े हैं, सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। अभी तक बैठे हैं, बने रहे। और ये क्या है यार, ये फैम देखना पड़ेगा, ये फैम पे समथिंग समथिंग देखना पड़ेगा। अरे यार रुको यार, मेरे को शान कुछ बोल रहा था, अभी खेलना है क्या आफ्टर 12? नहीं भाई चलो कोई ना, जाने दो, कल खेलेंगे।